The acrid stench of decaying animals and rotten trees overwhelm your senses. A foul breeze drifts through the marshes. You worry your arrows will not find their quarry. You make your way through the boggy swamp and begin to fear that you're not the hunter, you're the hunted. Suddenly, a foul, noxious head bursts from the undergrowth, then another and another. A mass of drooling jaws roar a chorus of fury into the air. You have found the Hydra's lair. What happens next is up to you. Epic Encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
And one. There we go. I'm watching different screens and different things at the moment. Hello, welcome. Hopefully we've got sound. I don't know if we have. We've got sound. Hello, welcome to Band of Badgers. I just saw myself wave at me. That was strange. This whole delay thing. It's like, hi, you nutter. I'm Dave. Wake up. Now I just did it to myself. This is weird. I'm Dave, your game master for this session. I was really tired before I came on. Now I'm just woo. And this is our Epic Encounters series supported by our friends over at Steamforge Games. So please go and check them out at steamforge.com. If you don't believe me, there are details over in the... I'm looking at the wrong screen again. Over in the sides. So Nightbot has all the links. Just look for Nightbot, you'll be fine. In this session, we are playing Swamp of the Hydra, which is this massive box there. I hope you can see it. I can't actually see anything at the moment. It's right in front of me. So if you would like to check out the rest of our epic series, you can find a variety of players. And you can find all of our content on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/bandofbadgers. And please don't forget to subscribe, because every little bit helps. Just like Asda. Unless you have Asda in other countries, that probably means nothing. But it made Joe giggle.
Walmart.
So, Walmart. Is Walmart Asda?
Walmart.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Same company.
Right. Okay. So, we're back. It's been a while. Our action movie stars. What are we up to? How are we doing? New year, 2022. How's everyone feeling?
Feeling good.
Everyone's like...
Harangued, actually.
Caffeinated.
Yeah, I wish I had a beer. I'm on the water, actually.
Right, I'll have one for you, Dave. Hang on.
Don't know, it's just neat gin.
Got your back, Jack.
That's the hunt for finding stuff in the house. To go in it and giving up. Just going, I'm drinking neat gin.
Yeah, that'll do.
If he starts crying halfway through the show, we know why.
Yeah, that'll work. Now, what happened last session? Anyone remember? It's been a few months back. What was your best bits from the last session?
Well, the best bit was killing the stuff in the pit. That we did. We definitely did that. There was some stuff in the pit and we killed it. And I remember putting a spike growth thing on the floor to hold up the giant snail. That actually ended up not being the toughest thing in there.
I remember
That thing
busting up
was
the
gnarly.
goblin drug den. That's all dealt with now.
Yeah, the old
No one's going to be licking any toads anytime soon.
Frog lickers.
Yeah. The expender badgers go full knock.
Yeah, you crashed through the wall, didn't you? You swung across the
Damn right I did.
22 buildings, yeah.
Like, everybody on the ground. I didn't say that, I should.
But you can do. That's the purpose of these types of games, is you could have done it. So have no regrets. Just jump in with a fireball. That's what you need to do. Right. So you've just cleaned out the goblin den with your frog lickers. And when you did, off in the distance, amongst the trees, far, far away, kind of silhouetted, and there's one of the pictures that's going to come up in a bit. Silhouetted, you see a shadow, and you hear a roar off in the distance. Let me see if I can. Let's see what have I got?
Roar.
Wait, was that actually the roar in the distance, or was that you roaring back?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So you hear a roar in the distance, and you see a silhouette of several what appears to be moving heads, long necks and moving heads, and you hear the thunder footsteps, boom, boom, much like a dinosaur, walking further away, and you hear the trees cracking and breaking as they depart. What do you want to do?
Guys, I think that's more than one dragon over there.
Should we? Are we still up? We're not up in the trees anymore because we went down, didn't we?
You can be down if that's what you did. You can
I think
grab
we
the
did,
ropes.
'cause
No,
we-
there's
I'm-
loads of like Tarzan ropes, so you just grab it.
Yeah. Didn't we go down inside the dead tree?
You went inside the dead tree, but not to the ground.
Oh, okay.
It's like a cavity that was hollowed out
Right.
of the tree.
So we're for now. Then we'll start where we are. Can I climb a bit higher? See if I can.
You can. The structure
More
here, you
vantage
can go. I mean, these were those massive kind of Ewok jungle trees, so you can climb up these. These are no problem.
I'd like to climb up then, if I may, and see if I can get a clearer vantage slightly above the canopy.
Yep. It was going to take a while to get the canopy of the trees, but you can go for it. So Hogan starts his ascent. What does everyone else want to do?
I'm following him.
Okay. So Annie just
I'm going
starts
to wait
climbing.
instructions.
Yeah. I'm in plate mode. I'm not climbing anywhere.
Brion's going to wait for a bus. Cedric is going to just stand
Yeah.
with his eyebrow.
Just
Just
staring upwards.
tell us whatever the hell that is. Let us know.
Okay, so Hogan and Annie, you continue to climb these vast trees. How far do you want to go? Do you want to go up and break the canopy?
I don't want to break the canopy. I just want to get a bit further off the ground. Try and get to a clearer bit where I can stop seeing silhouettes and start seeing some detail.
Okay, you find some fairly thick branches above you. Let's say about 30, 40, 50 feet up above. So you've done a decent climb, you've gone to the next level, and you're able to sort of take a quick rest and sit on a branch. While you're doing that, you can see much greater distance. And you see as if the forest you're in, which is nice, healthy trees, it seems to kind of get the further away from you as you look down this way, this vantage point, the leaves are getting darker. And then you see reflections of any lights. There's obviously pools of water on the ground the further away. Where you are, it's nice and lush and green and very dense. But there's obviously something going on in that direction.
Is see anything from the reflection?
No, this is
On
just
the
reflections
waters?
of light. So you can see that there
okay.
are puddles. It's water. So where you were, or where you are, last session, which was about 4 months ago. Again, this was Ewok country, so everything was bigger than you. The weeds were bigger than you. The leaves are bigger than you. Okay, this is the predator jungle.
Okay, so it's either a swamp or a lake, and possibly dead trees.
Yeah.
How far away, ground-wise, would it be?
It'd be a short walk, so within the hour.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, but a fair distance, like a mile or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Shall we head down, Annie? Pick up the other two, and I think we'll have to go and investigate what's going on foot.
Yes, I suppose. Not sure I'm a fan of the on foot part, but let's go.
Hey guys, you see anything?
Dead shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that might make a pant-wettingly terrifying roar.
No, not yet. No, we can't really see any more details that would fit that silhouette we saw. Let's put it that way.
Cool.
But, there's some water over yonder, and the forest looks like it's dead or dying. So something's going on over that way. So guess which way we're going?
Towards the dead.
We go that way.
I have an inkling.
You have an idea.
I'll climb back down to the level where Brion and Cedric are, and then to make life easier, we'll wander back round to the elevator and take the elevator down to the ground level.
You can do that way. So if you remember, it was kind of like a U shape of rickety planks and shacks and things, which are all weirdly bolted. I won't make you do a dexterity check on the rope bridges. They manage to hold your weight, and you get to what appears to be the lift. And there's a simple mechanism. Undo the crank, it goes down. So you'll get on the lift, takes you down to ground level, and off you trot.
Shall we take a walk?
What is our play here? What are we doing?
You should change his accent. Upstairs he was a cowardly lion. Now he's ready for it.
We know there's something over there. We don't know what it is. The forest appears to be dying. Now, whether that's because of the flood or because of something else, we don't know. So we've got two choices. We can try and creep up quietly, or we can walk straight in. And I will look pointedly at Cedric. Creeping up quietly might be more difficult for some than others.
What is this word you use? Creep?
Quietly, yeah.
Quiet?
I do have some magic left that will aid us in approaching quietly, but that means I can't use it for something else. So there's a choice, and I'll put it to the vote. I guess I don't have a thought one way or the other. There is water over there. We don't know how deep it is, and maybe creeping up isn't going to be an option once we reach that point.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be fine. We're always fine.
Says the guy who's died twice.
Yeah, I die almost every episode. But if you remember, this is a prequel.
Yeah, you haven't died yet.
He's not the hairless.
This is before all my many deaths.
He's only mostly dead.
Yeah. Mostly dead we can wait with.
So, straight up to the front door then?
Yep.
Let's knock.
So, you spend the next almost an hour trudging through the forest, and then slowly, bit by bit, you realise that the ground is turning to mush, then it's turned to mud, to the point where your boots, your shoes are now getting stuck. They're sucking in the mud. As each step is a bit of a strain, until finally you realise that the vegetation has got very sparse now. Everything around you is diseased or rank or black.
Before we go on,
Yep.
Can I use my favoured terrain, swamp?
That's fine.
To aid us in our travelling.
Oh, does it help everyone? Does it?
I can guide them. Yeah.
Okay. So as when you start realising that you've been losing your socks and your shoes in the mud, Hogan says, follow my steps. I don't know why I did that accent. This is my impersonation of Hogan. I don't know where that one came from. That's
You're changing continents at a rapid
I know.
rate there.
I can't point fingers at accents, mate. Don't worry about it.
I stashed my gear in a brown attaché case.
Oh my god.
So Hogan starts to tippy tap across logs, vegetation. He's jumping over puddles, and you struggle to keep up with him, but you manage to do it. He keeps you out of the big puddles, and then you realise as the vegetation around you is starting to die, so too are the animals. you find various almost debris and rubble just strewn around. There are carcasses of deers, or there won't be badgers. Let's say deers, horses. There are what appear to be humanoid bones. At one point, Brion, you realise that hanging on a tree, there's this dead tree with just these prickly branches, and what appears to be a very old, well-weathered cloak. It's purple, and you can see it's just ripped to pieces, but it's just hanging there, dangling in the slow wind. Even the breeze that's coming through the trees is warm. Cedric, you start to feel almost claustrophobic, constantly pulling at your armor as you are overheating on the inside. Hogan seems fine.
I'm gonna go and take a look at a couple of carcasses, see if I can identify what killed them, whether it was big crunchy jaws or disease or something else. And then I'd like to go and look at the cloak, or if somebody else wants to go and look at the cloak, I'll go and look at the dead animals first, so if I can find out what killed them.
So let's do the dead animals first. So you find it's a couple of carcasses. Again, it could have been a cow or horse. It's something. This is the back end of it. And it's laying in a pool of stagnant green water. And as you're looking through it, you've got the flies and the constant buzz. And there's that horrible rank smell. This is rotted meat that's been left out in an area which is not exactly the sun, but it is horribly warm
and humid.
So you've got maggots, you've got some sort of gangrene setting in on this rotten meat, but also you can see the maggots wriggling under the skin or whatever this kind of thing was. You guess it's probably a deer, a flank of a deer, but the flesh has not been cut with a blade. It is ragged and torn.
That's been ripped in half.
Yes.
Anyone hungry?
Waste
Not
of
anymore.
meat.
Not anymore.
What a waste. I mean, do you think if I around that bit? No.
Says the lion.
Can I go and check the cloak to see if I can see it has any sort of magicalness to it, or if it's just a cloak?
Yep, we'll say that Hogan's gone off to the left and Brianna's gone over to the meat. If you want, Cedric and Annie, you can go and investigate the cloak. You see it on a kind of a half broken tree, and it's now obvious you are in a swamp, and this cloak is just hanging there. Whether it's been caught on the breeze and then stuck on these kind of twigs and branches, you're not sure. But you do notice that when you go over to it, your feet are now kind of sinking in water. It's ankle deep of water now. And then below, you see what appears to be quite a large book.
Oh, what's that?
Looks to be a book.
Just kind of reach down and see if I can get it out of the...
So you reach
muck.
down with one hand, it doesn't give, it seems to be stuck. You reach down with two hands and you kind of give it a light tug. It's obviously sunken into the muck and mud below, but it's all under the water. So it's as you disturb the water, you get that kind of rank, like an eggy sewer smell. And it just wafts up as you disturb it. And as you bring this book, it's a big, thick book. It's a heavy, like, tome. It's got the metal clasp on it as you've pulled it out, but the rest of the book, again, has almost been torn in half. This has not been sliced. It's not a clean chop. This is gone. This is
Where's
Jaws
the rest?
has had this thing.
It's missing part of it.
It's a left-handed person's book. I didn't get one arm. I don't touch books in Dave's games, just for now there. Bad experience.
It's that thing from Harry Potter. That's what it is. The book of spells.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't
Does it
have
have
like
like a
teeth
title?
on the front of it, right? So it's not going to try to eat my hand. Okay.
It's a dead book.
Does it have like a front cover? Is there a title?
Is it a picture book?
Yeah,
Basically, is it a pop-up book?
book?
Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
It's not a pop-up book. It would have been.
Would have been, yeah, if it was 2 halves.
It would have been
Them's the breaks.
a spell book, but is not anymore.
What about the cloak?
The cloak is just what appears to be a piece of cloth. You're not sure what it is. It's purple in colour. It's got black mold growing on it. It's been out in this kind of heat and humid for a while. But it's not a fully working cloak anymore. There's rips and tears and all kinds of.
Whatever happened here happened a while ago.
Yeah.
Seeing as there's a couple of pieces of evidence of whether this thing is having been here, because it's bitten a deer in half, it's probably eaten the owner of the cloak and half the spellbook at the same time. I'd like to check for tracks if I can.
Okay. You want it from the carcass or from the book?
I want to move from where I am at the carcass and then across to where both Annie and Cedric are, and try and pick up tracks in that sort of swathe of ground, if you like. Try and it seems logical that within that zone there could be something.
Yep. Do a roll for me.
Okie dokie. That is an 8 + 6, 14 on total.
Okay, so as you're walking across from the carcass over to the cloak area, you're searching the ground. Again, it's puddles, it's mud. You can't find a distinguishable set of footprints. Human, monster, or otherwise. And then you get to the cloak, and then suddenly you realise that both Annie and Cedric are standing inside a footprint.
Sorry, what?
Now the cloak was on a tree, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So I'd like to climb that tree.
Not a tree. It's more like just
broken
sticks and stumps. Yeah. It's not a tree. It's not like 12 feet tall. This is the same height as Cedric.
Okay.
And it's just skinny branches that you could break off.
Maybe you can climb on Cedric's shoulders.
It'd be taller than the tree.
Is there another? I don't know. Is there another thing local that I can climb?
Point.
Basically, I want to get to a higher elevation, so I can look down over the library walkway and see X marks a spot on the floor, like in the Last Crusade. Yep.
I know the I know the scene. So yes, we'll say there's a nearby tree. You climb up, you get a vantage point. One's just come up on screen now, so that kind of tree, and you survey the immediate area, and then you can see in your mind, you're doing the Sherlock Holmes thing. You're picturing what this thing that walked through this area, and then it makes sense. You see the footprint, and you see the next footprint. Then you see the parallel set ahead of that. Okay, and then you can also see almost swathes. So where it's knocked things over with the tail, as it's come past this way, you can see the movement and you can kind of judge the speed it was going.
Okay, it's definitely only one creature, is it? There's
It's
one set of tracks.
definitely one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I will. I'll shim back down. So Annie, Cedric, Brion. That's this creature, whatever it is. I'm going to assume it's 4 legs. Dave, is
you see 4
correct?
feet? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just check.
So there's it's a 4-legged creature. It is huge. If you look down this way, and I'll try and get him to look in the direction that I was seeing these swathes, these bends, breaks in the tree.
Yeah.
If you imagine that's the path that it's taken, and if you look how far the footprints are apart, and I'll quickly stand in front of one and then run to the next to show them how wide the stride is. You know, this creature's massive. It must be close to I don't know, and Can I estimate how large the creature is by its stride?
I would use the term gargantuan.
Right.
Oh, goody. Hogan, I don't know if this helps, but I've completed my investigation, and I think this deer is dead.
Yes, he says, like,
Picking a little bit of meat out of your teeth there. You got something stuck.
Gamey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the cloak off the tree and just flick it and try to get as much of the crap off of it and tie it on my side as like a sash type effort.
okay, you've got this
As well.
kind of purple torn sash. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The favor of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm secretly a bit jealous of your fashion.
Maybe we can find its owner and reunite him with it. However, I think those days are long gone.
I don't think his owner will want it anymore.
I'm pretty sure we don't want to find his owner.
At least find the thing that made this all happen and bring it to justice.
As you're talking there, you hear far away in the distance these roars. And even though you're sure it's one creature, you do seem to hear different calls, like different vocal calls. But it is directly ahead of you.
Hogan, what is this thing?
Big.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
Dragon?
Don't know.
I suppose we shall find out. Should we find out? Do we want to find out, Hogan?
Two dragons?
We are here to take down threats. This seems to be a pretty hefty threat to me.
Let's go.
Its presence
I'll draw
seems
my
to be doing
sword.
something to the forest.
Cedric just draws his sword and rah, he starts walking in the puddles.
Is there can't believe I'm the one suggesting this, but is there any dry way through?
Drive-throughs.
Is there a dry way through this mud? Yeah. Is there a drive?
Is there a Domino's?
I'd like
Got Mackie D's. Everyone's feeling peckish.
3-piece dragon nugget meal, please.
Dragon
Dragon nuggets and a side of...
Hydra toy.
Oh, cool!
You got this one? Oh!
Mate, I got the other one.
I only got a beholder.
God, I miss the 90s.
Yeah, I've already got one of those.
Is there a way where I won't get my fur quite so caked in swamp juice?
Not really. I mean, even the air. There's like moisture in the air.
You're
It's
puffed
just-
up like
yeah.
a bit.
What I'm getting at is
That looks like a poodle.
Yeah.
is that a boat any good? Or is
Ginger
it knackered?
poodle.
Brion, it reaches the point where you're as like it's how it is, and that's the situation. Your skin's waterproof.
Fine. Just rush it all out later, I guess.
Does anyone watch The Masked Singer? There's a poodle on that. You look exactly like that at the moment.
This Bayou style air is just fun.
Okay, so you're carrying on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So eventually you carry on to a kind of a clearing. Now what I'm gonna do is my players can already see the map, but for the audience, I'm just going to make some changes. The screens are going to go a little bit funky, and as I pin the cat, there we go. So I have to do that every time. Now you see the map. I'm just going to point out a few bits. So Brion is in the red, Annie is in the yellow, Cedric is the blue, and Hogan is the green. Now looking ahead of them, they are surrounded by kind of dead trees on either side. There's a variety of debris, and even though it's a swamp, there is like a broken, half-submerged boat in this big kind of puddle area, a bit more like the size of a pond, like a a garden pond. Not a koi pond, but a goldfish pond. There are various kind of rubbles and bits and pieces. We've got trees all around. They're all dead and dying and kind of black and slick and kind of gooey in some places. There's also these giant boulders, which are a bit handy to have. And as you can see, there's all kind of bits and pieces going on. Okay. Now, directly in front of you, you also see, which is this bright, colourful patch of flowers. And I can also rotate the map for you there. Okay. So if you need a better view, over here, there is just a piece of kind of wooden rubble. It could be, to me, it looked like an upside down table. So that's why I've just put an upside down table there. But it's basically a big piece of flat wood. It could be a side of a building. But to me, it looked like a table. And right at the very end, past all this, those yellow flowers, right at the edge of the map, is an entrance to a cave. So this is an entrance to a cave. Okay. Now, what do you wish to do?
Do I recognise what sort of flowers they are?
Not. You can do a test. You can do like a nature law. I was going to say nature law. A nature test, knowledge test.
Or survival?
Survival. Yeah, you can do survival. You got to get closer though.
It's a 10.
Okay. From this distance, you don't know. So you...
Naturally suspicious of something that's growing where everything else is dying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we go around the flowers?
I
How
would
come they're
be
alive?
tempted to. Yeah.
I forgot to mention I'm proficient in survival. Is that any good?
I've already tried survival.
Yeah,
I
never mind.
don't know what they are, and swamps are my natural terrain. So even if you did say, "Oh yeah, they're definitely this, that, and the other," I may not believe you.
Right. Cool. I'm bad at different survival.
Yeah, I'm definitely walking around the thing that's still alive in the middle of Death Swamp. No,
Is that what we're calling it? The Death Swamp?
the Death
The
Swamp.
Death Swamp, I think, is pretty apt.
the cuddly nickname. Okay. So. It's
Are we
still...
going boat side or
Yeah, we can check the
other way?
boat out.
So there are
might be
pockets of
something.
water areas. So some of these areas are dry. Where you see this kind of colour, this is all dry land. This kind of greeny hue, that's just stagnant water. So stagnant water, a bit of stagnant water over here as well. Bit of stagnant water, quite a big bit of stagnant water over here. And behind Hogan, that I didn't have any models. That is a giant collection of mushrooms.
Ooh. This must be where the goblins got their pre-party uppers.
Party favors.
Yeah, before that they break the toads out.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna head off to our right. I'm gonna go around the right hand side of the flowers, heading towards the upturned table, if I may, getting closer to the cave entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll join you.
How far do you want to move?
I'll move my full movement rate if we're in rounds.
10, 15, 20,
If not, I'll just want to go as far as the table, please.
That's 30.
Yeah, my movement rate is 30. Yeah.
Yep. And then Cedric goes with you. You going to stay behind or side by side?
Side by side's probably better, right?
I going boat side?
You're going both side. So you come here and you realise that this is all a big stagnant pond, this area.
Yeah.
This is a giant mushroom. So you could jump onto the broken half-submerged boat and then get across.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go through the flowers, or you can follow those two.
I'll jump onto the boat. Do I need a dex for that or?
Yeah, just a simple athletics check.
Let's check athletics. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 18. 15?
Yep, you're fine. You land on a
Yep.
boat. Perfectly fine. It doesn't budge. It's half submerged in the water. The creaks, the planks of wood just creak a little bit, but you're safe. You're fine.
I'm pond surfing.
Yep. All this is dry land, so you're okay. If you want to
Okay.
kind of carry on, you could. This
Yeah.
isn't the floor is lava. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Annie,
it.
how sturdy is that one?
Everyone's on the battle map. I was like, well, where is the bad guy?
Yeah. I'll go bite side too if it's sturdy. Fair enough.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15. We're going to make a jump for it.
Please.
Go on then. Athletics check.
Oh, athletics. Excuse me.
For everyone's reference, for those of you watching, we're using D&D Beyond.
Oh.
So we're using a mixture of D&D Beyond with live dice. We're using their beta encounters thing.
11. Not
Okay,
my
so you jump
coolest
up,
landing.
but no, you don't land properly. You slip on the wood, and your legs are fall into the stagnant pond, and you're splashing around, and you feel something rub past your legs.
Oh!
But you're splashing the water around it, and the stink is rotten.
No, sorry. I thought I had it.
Can I reach down to grab him and help him up?
Yeah, he does that kind of seal wobble where he's trying to get himself on, get his legs out from under him, and you put him out, but the stink on him is all this matted fur. His fur's now gone like strip. It's like a cat with half its backside.
Half the size. Annie, don't tell the guys.
They look over and
I
go,
don't think I'm
what
going
the
to
fuck
need
is
to
he
tell them.
doing?
They're going to smell you a mile away.
We can see
And-
you.
Damn it.
Even if they couldn't see you, they could smell you.
Fine. Go the boat way. Good idea.
Yep. Okay. So with Annie's help, you get pulled up onto the rickety boat. Here we go.
Thanks, Annie.
Hogan, Cedric, over to you.
Anytime, man, anytime.
Can I use my divine sense just to see whether the area has been desecrated more than anything else? Obviously, it would tell me if there's any celestial fiends or undead, but I don't think so. But...
Okay. So, it's not exactly desecration, but this area is being affected and it is dying. So there is something pulling the life energy out of this place. Forests, obviously abundant with life. Swamps is just something that is... something isn't working. So the life isn't taking the water out of the ground. Everything starts to flood. Everything gets stagnant. And the cycle of disease continues and it grows. The water is not safe to drink for animals. And then they pass on various diseases and things. So there is something affecting this area. There's no sign of undead or anything like that.
Yeah.
Seeing as my favourite terrain is swamp, would I have some idea of what kind of creature could cause this?
I think you get these kind of flashes. You're trying to sift through the knowledge in your head. And there are various rumours and things that everyone knows of. And is this fitting the bill? You know that you've got giant feet. You can hear roars. It has a big tail. It lives in the swamp. It just depends whether you want to say that stuff out loud, that's all.
Cedric, this creature that we may face, I think I may have some idea what it is.
Go on.
There's creatures. They're referred to as Hydras, and they're known to make their homes in swamps and forests. I'm very familiar with swamps and forests. They are my normal home. These creatures, they're created somehow from evil magic's wielded by wizards and sorcerers. They're shaped and wrought, and these terrifying creatures are created, and because of that evil and bad magic that's within them, they corrupt their home. They actually corrupt where they live, and so this swamp being corrupted and the stagnant water and the rotting trees, this is really starting to feel like a Hydra. But this thing, it's much bigger than the rumours I've heard of before. But seeing the poisoned river, the poisoned water, the rotting trees, the dead animals, and the decomposition that is in this area, I think what we're looking at is a Hydra.
At least we know what we're up against, I suppose. Even though what we're up against is rather deadly.
Could I hear that, or was it too?
No, that's just
Far away.
those two having a chat.
Okay.
You can have your own chat.
I mean, I've also heard that Hydras sort of form this symbiotic relationship with goblins and other creatures that sort of bring them offerings and sort of sacrifices. Kind of almost worship them. So maybe that ties into the goblins we've seen previously.
Yeah, that begins to make sense. Okay. Let's head forwards and we'll meet up again with Brion and Annie, I guess, when we're closer to the cave.
Yeah, but I'm not going near those flowers.
I'll move another 30 feet closer to the table, please.
Okay. So what we're going to do, let me switch the cameras around, because while you're chatting away, that's fine. Boom, 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 boom. So, as you move 5, 10, 15, 20 back there, you happy with that?
Yes, I am, thank you.
Right. Cedric, you going with him? You're just having a chat down the walk? Right, so you get up to the rock. As you step on this area, the ground, the soil around you is like mush. And then suddenly you realise it's moving on its own. And these giant kind of worms start to dig their way up and wrap around you. Can you both make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Great.
Do I get +3, Joe, because you're a paladin?
Yeah, I was trying to find that on my sheet and I couldn't find out where it is. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's +3, right?
Right, so I'm using my my inspiration point because I just rolled a 1.
Oh, that's an unfortunate roll.
Oh no, it's like tremors over there.
So with Joe's +3, it was a 22 on my second roll.
And I got a 22 as well. Did I? No, it's not. Where's mine?
So you got a 19. Oh, that
yeah,
was...
but with the +3 from Joe, it's a 22.
I've got a 19.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep, you're both fine. You start to kind of pick your feet up, get out the way, but the worms kind of just, they don't follow you. They're just feeling and sensing the air where you were. Okay, so you managed to kind of hop and get out. Is that okay?
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
There you go.
Well, they're like leeches.
They're actually a weird kind of stinger worm. So think about Luke and Han Solo in that the trash compactor and that weird kind of thing that wraps around. Mm-hmm. Or let's get a bit more recent. the thing that wraps around Han Solo's leg when he gets pulled down. If anyone saw Boba Fett episode 5, that was cool. I enjoyed that episode.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I'm just reeling from the fact that Han Solo's in the Boba Fett series.
No, not Han Solo. Just stay on target. Okay, here we go.
The Red 5 was in it.
Yeah, yeah. There was so much going on in episode 5. So much going on. Even
So many Easter eggs.
I have so much
many.
to catch up on.
Yeah, likewise.
It's so good. Best episode so far, I think. Only 2 more to go. Right. So you see,
So
you
are
see
we
the
hopping
worms?
off?
You two are over there on the boat.
Yeah. I guess
Jungle
we've got a
crew
bit
is
of-
over there.
I'll shout across a warning to Annie and Brion to be careful if they step in any water or any muddy areas, because there's these worms around.
I'm like, yeah, thanks.
I think he figured that one out already.
Yeah. So, Annie, should we just go and we look like we've got a bit of drier land there? Just
Yeah.
kind of just golden. Should we just go and meet up with them?
Yeah.
Have a little chat on the way. What do you think this thing is?
Your guess
thinking
is as
dragon.
good as mine.
I'm thinking
It's
dragon.
big. It's really, really
Big.
big. And I am not really, really big.
It's a dragon, right? Gotta be.
Probably.
Yeah.
Feet that size? Come on.
Hogan on that.
They jump off the boat onto the dry area and meander over to
Yeah.
the other two.
I'm going to cautiously climb down like a 60-year-old man, just so I don't
No.
step over.
I can't jump onto the dry land.
Yeah, that is dry land. That's dry. All this is dry.
Okay.
Don't trust
Oh,
him.
okay.
He puts you on the map where he knows something's going to happen. If you want to jump to the right, you've got to tell him specifically.
It could be anything.
You said the colored stuff was the safe part.
Oh, that's just shadow
Well,
from the other stuff. Look, if I take that out,
Okay.
shadows.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, look.
Withdraw.
Mm.
Are we in earshot of...
Whoa,
There you go.
that's a zoom.
Vroom.
Zooming on Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
So,
And so we can go over to where they are.
Yep, if you want to.
yeah, we should probably meet up.
You plod along into the middle.
Yeah. There was nothing in the boat, by the way, guys.
You didn't check.
And absolutely nothing happened.
I would say take a bath, Brion, but that's probably the cause of us thinking in the first place, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think what we're up against is something called a Hydra. Bigger than ever
Ooh.
I've heard before,
Oh.
but it certainly feels that way with the corrupted swamp and the dying animals and the rotting trees and this poisonous water and river. It feels to me like this is what we're facing.
But it really is a Hydra.
Goblins also known to worship them as well, so that kind of fits with the village being so close.
I don't know about all the rumors like hokum and everything like that, but I know that a Hydra, each head has rows and rows of teeth, and the older they are, the more rows of teeth they get. So, I mean, if this thing's ancient, or every bite's going to be like a meat grinder.
Well, at least you only feel the first one, probably.
When you fight them,
That's not
But
very hopeful, is it? You only feel the first bite.
yeah.
Sorry. Oh. But they eat magic people. People who use magic, they eat them. Like they can smell it.
Oh, thank God.
You're safe.
Brian is good.
But every time they eat one, it like increases their ability to regenerate, and they grow a new head.
That's less
When
good
they
news.
absorb magic.
Apparently, magic is very tasty to them.
That would explain the half-eaten spellbook.
Yeah,
That would.
but they
I might
they
revert
can
back into my
scent
cowardly
it.
lion persona any second, guys.
And
Pop me out of it.
the swamp we're in, that they can smell the magic that just it comes off of us, and it like it's something with the winds in this swamp that they get it in their system, and they can find us if we use magic.
Job we didn't use the spells earlier then to try and creep up on it. It would have had the opposite effect.
Okay.
Cedric, you realise that while the other three are talking, you're keeping out a vigil as you always do with that kind of one eyebrow raised. And as you scan the area, you realise that just to the left of you, over kind of this side, the trees, or what's left of these trees, are filled with what appear to be crows, silently watching you.
Guys, the birds are watching us.
We have an audience.
Bird?
Yeah, look in the trees. There's tons of crows everywhere.
There's about to be a murder.
Hey. It's a bit odd.
I guess we need to try our best to approach stealthily, but without magic. So, Annie, I know you're quite stealthy, so maybe you should split from the group. Take a different path.
I can try. This swamp is not exactly conducive to being quiet. It squishes and slurps. But I'll try.
Hey, Annie, look out for rickety boats. They're trickier than they appear.
You keep telling yourself that. It'll help you sleep at night.
Nah.
So all of the crows are to the left, aren't they? In those trees.
Just to the left in your trees, to your left, yeah.
Should we move to the right, away from the crows, on our way to the cave mouth? We'll use the table to cross.
Yep.
Seems like that would be useful to cross over that next body of water.
Yeah. Hopefully there won't be any more of those.
Okay. So you all heading over this way? Is Annie going with you, or is Annie going on her own?
Annie was supposed to be going a different way, so Annie will be going the other way.
Over to here?
No, on the dry area next to the Is that dry area?
That's dry.
It's hard to tell.
We're reading the yellow bits as the dry areas.
It's dry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is very unfortunate because I really wanted to like.
What was that, Sean?
Sorry, can the crows just still see it? We've not moved that far. Can they still see us from here?
Yeah, they're literally just in the trees. I'll
Right.
let me switch that over. There you go. So in these trees here, these ones, all of these are just filled with crows watching you.
Ooh,
Silent
I like that.
crows.
And I'm a cat. I normally go for birds, but this is creeping me out.
Yeah.
Because they're not moving.
Okay. Now what you see here, as you reach this, whatever this planking is, it does. It kind of mostly gets you across the other side. Okay. So it goes in a little bit of a puddle, but gets to the other side and onto dry land over here. So you can use it as a bridge. Who wants to go first? Okay, Hogan. So as you start across, you look down on this side. And this side is quite a deep pond. Okay? And then you realise at the bottom of that pond, I don't know if I can show you.
Whoa.
Oh,
There
man.
It's
are
a lot of
bones.
dead people.
Yeah.
Wish I'd paid more attention to that.
Okay.
that
So you've
camera.
got various bones all just kind of crunched and munched and laying at the bottom. You've got these various like bubbles are slowly kind of bubbling up to the top as well. As the gases, whatever meat has been left around behind is just there.
Lovely.
Yes.
Okay. I will continue to move across to the other side, please.
Yeah, cool. But you estimate it's probably about 4 or 5 feet deep. So you make it across to the other side. You guys going to follow?
Yes, I'm not sure how stable it is.
Yeah, bring
Given
on.
that we're the fat lads.
Yeah.
But... Okay.
There you go.
Right. Okay.
Sweet.
Score 1 for Team Blubber.
Hey, I'm in shape. Round's a shape, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm
And-
going to draw my bow and ready an arrow, and we'll wait for Annie to catch up.
And is that dry still going around that way?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
can go all
okay.
that way. Okay.
Okay.
So you take a couple of steps and you get to about there.
Oh no.
And then from Annie, from your vantage point, you see the entrance of the cave. That the 3 guys are kind of ready to... They're just waiting for you, but they're ready to kind of enter this cave area. And you see the edge of the cave and the cave roof. And then on top of the cave roof, you see what appears to be eyes looking back at you. And then you realize you follow the contour of the shape, and it appears to be a forehead and then a snout, and you can see the nostrils kind of opening and closing. You see these like big teeth just on the side of its mouth, just kind of watching and waiting, and then the eye is just fixed on you, Annie.
Well, shit. Guys,
Yeah.
look up.
Oh,
So they can't see it from their vantage point, but as they look up, this head, it stays perfectly still, and then you see another head on a very kind of long neck just kind of come round the corner. So this head is just laying on the roof of this cave. This other head starts to come round. Then you see another head start to come round, and one head is looking at you guys. The third head is also looking at you, Annie. And then together in unison, they both let out a huge kind of synchronized roar. And then this thing just literally starts to big head starts to lift up off the stone, and then it starts to crunch down as it starts to move down towards you. This thing is huge. The footsteps like crunching everything beneath it and below it as its heads come around, and pretty much just slops back into in front of the cave. And now you see not 1, not 2, not even 3 or 4. I'm going to push you back a little bit.
oh man.
Is a 7-headed Hydra, which it slops off the cave, and then with incredible speed charges through you as it roars to the other side. So it gets here, its tail swishing into the flowers and just roars. All the heads, and it's a bit like the Alien Queen. The central head, which is the biggest head, has this kind of crown of bone thorns. I mean, it's an incredibly detailed mini. You've got all these like bone protrusions and things. But this is obviously the central head, as it just the head rears back and just roars.
I know this is the really dramatic moment, Dave. Can you hold that mini up to the camera real quick?
Okay.
Just really, look at that.
So this is your 7-headed Hydra.
That's amazing. Look at him.
Oh, look at the claws on the log
Yeah.
there. That's
And
right.
the antler guy in the middle. Two of them look like they're having a conversation.
We're getting a close-up look of what's going to kill us.
Yeah, I'm also trying to see if there's
Fantastic.
anything usable sticking out of him, but no.
No.
Unless we can somehow prize that log off him. And
Beat him around the head with it. Play fetch.
yeah, I genuinely don't know. Yeah.
So,
sorry
right.
about that.
Right here, we are going to... So we're using D&D Beyond. We're going to let you roll your initiative there as we enter some combat. So let's go for it. So we're using, as I said, D&D Beyond, but we're using the My Encounters, which is currently in beta, which now they've updated it slightly. Oh, so Brion just fainted. Which have now updated. So when you roll initiative, it should now come into mine. So still waiting on Hogan and Annie. It's not picking up your...
I rolled.
Yeah, I've rolled as well.
Okay,
I rolled
sure.
18.
If you want to... Hogan, what was your initiative?
18.
18. And Annie?
13.
13. Okay, here we go. Right, it's Brion up first, followed by Hogan.
All right.
Right, so you all got kind of pushed out the way a little bit. As this thing moved. Annie, you didn't get hit.
Well, at least there's that.
Right.
Right. Do I have time to say anything to Hogan?
If you want to, you can speak.
Yeah.
Speaking is not an action, so let's go.
Yeah, okay. Hogan, I'm just going to dive in. If it's a Hydra, I've got a blunt weapon. Should we just go for this?
Yeah.
Go for
Let's
it.
go. Okay. Can I leap into combat from there?
You can.
Great. Let's do that. And let's just...
You charge straight in.
I'm going to charge straight in. Maybe try and get the chest of the main head with a reckless attack, if I may.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, audience, if you're watching live, do let me know if the background music or whatever, if we have sound effects and things, if it's too loud, let me know. In the chat.
Let's go. Okay. I'm just gonna swing to attack if I can assume that I'm in range.
Yeah. So you're gonna
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
I'm
So you're
gonna-
gonna just run up
Run
to
up
this
as
thing
fast as I can.
and faint. There you go.
I
So
think.
this thing has 7 heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna.
This is fine.
It'll be. Don't even sweat it, guys. I
Okay.
die all the time.
Check Zoom chat, Sean.
No, of course. Can I rage, please?
You've had a gap of 4 months. You've got the rage. Yeah, you
I've
can
got
rage.
the
I'll let you off.
Thank you. Right, I'm in rage, and I'm going to go to. Okay, I've got a 21 on his. Hopefully, what is hopefully his chest.
Yeah, so my game log closed. Yep, 21. Right, so his armor class is 20. That's all you need to do to hit. Okay, so you hit.
Okay, that's a lot. Okay. Roll for damage. 12, which kills him
12.
dead.
Yep, we are. No, you kill.
Oh.
You have the most optimistic thinking. I love it.
Based on video games, there's always a weak spot, a glowy thing, the eye or something.
Right,
Okay.
Sent with a glowing
Trigger
heart.
hitbox. 1 hit point to kill it.
Yeah.
Right, so Brion, is that the end of your go? Yeah.
That is the end of my go.
Okay, it's Hogan followed by Hydra.
I would like to. What's going on? Sorry. I shouldn't character down 'cause I'm stupid. Right, I would like to see if there's a little bit of cover around that wall. So there's a wall behind me, isn't there?
Yeah, so that's kind of the other entrance to the other side of the cave wall. There's an entrance.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'd like to take a few steps back, so I'm on the corner of that particular structure, so nothing else can jump out of the cave and run over me. Then I'm going to draw 3 arrows, poke them in the floor in turn, and I get ready to take my 3 attacks. So I shall take the first shot, which is a 14, which is a miss. And follow up that with the next one, which is again a 14.
Oh, God.
Digital dice.
Third and final shot. Yes, that is a 25 to hit. So this is my 3rd attack that I get as part of my Gloomstalker subclass. So I do 7 points of damage and an extra D8. So roll the extra D8 for the additional damage. Which is another, so that's 14 points in total, and I would like to go for the main crested head, if I may.
Okay. So you're aiming
The
for
first 2 arrows ping off its bony protrusions.
Yep.
The 3rd one finds a soft spot,
Yep.
and digs in.
That's fine. Doesn't like it, but he takes it. He's a well-armed Hydra. Cool. Right, Hydra's turn. Here we go. Let's have some fun with this. So, it rears back once again and gives a massive roar. This is all its heads, just as your arrow strikes home, Hogan. Okay. This is now doing blah, 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 blah. I just dropped it. That was good, wasn't it? There it is. Each of you, all of you, make a wisdom saving throw. So you see all of these heads rear up and just scream at you.
Wisdom.
15.
30, 20.
Ugh. 10.
10 is a fail.
17.
Okay. The cowardly lion strikes again. You are frightened.
Wouldn't you be?
Well, he is the closest to it, so, you know.
Makes sense.
My genius attempt to attack its chest. You know, if anyone wants to talk me out of these things at any point, feel free to jump in.
Nah, it's more fun this way.
Yeah.
There we go. We've even got a little thing for you. There you go. Frightened.
Yep. So, how does frightened work in conjunction with rage? Does it negate it?
No, that's a good question. And I didn't get a rage one. Where's my rage? Here we go. There's a rage. I think it does negate it. Steve, have you got a check on that?
Oh, I'm just going to check it now.
Because, I mean...
Let's have a quick...
I mean, you could be frightened and angry, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't move closer to it, but you're already next to it, so...
Yeah.
Keep swinging only I'm like, oh shit! Just windmill in. Ah!
It's worked before.
I'm going to say you can keep the rage, but you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay? So you are raging.
I'm scared, I'm raging, and I'm disadvantaged.
You're scared and raging. Ah!
Oh shit! Ah!
You're just lashing out.
He's immune.
I'm so confused.
He's immune to being frightened because he's raging.
It could be because of his level and the path that he's chosen as a barbarian. He gets mindless rage. You can't be charmed or frightened while raging.
Ah!
Hey.
Have it, you serpentine bitch.
Oh, but that would have been hilarious.
Right. That would have been. Oh, good, cool.
Okay,
Thank
so
you, Steve. I didn't know that.
You're welcome.
Okay. Next up is Cedric, followed by Annie.
So I'm gonna tactically move to where the rock is. I'm gonna climb on top of that rock behind me. I was going to say I'm going to run backwards, but then I realised that sounded like I'm running away, which isn't what
You're going
I
to go
want
over to this big rock over here.
Yes. And I'm basically going to stand on top of the rock and shout at the Hydra and compelling duel it. So I will say, you stinky 5-headed beast, come fight me if you think you're hard enough.
He's upset anyway because he's got 7 heads, so that just really annoys him. That you.
I guessed. I couldn't see how many heads it had. The other 2 are the stupid ones, so they don't count.
So that's going to make a charge for you in. Is it next round or is it immediate?
No, so it needs to roll a wisdom save,
okay.
and if it fails, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against any creatures that aren't myself, and it can't move more than 30 foot away from me.
Oh, it rolled a 5.
Which is a fail. So yeah, if you attack anyone other than me, then you're at disadvantage.
Okay.
And you got to be within 30 foot of me, which I don't think you are at the moment.
So let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I've got to be around here.
Yeah.
So with all that taunting, he charges past Brion, completely ignoring him, but getting in range of Annie as well. Look at that. Let's get rid of
Wow.
these.
I feel like I'm getting away with this, guys.
Like I said, you pull its tail, I'll punch it in the face. I'm
Yeah.
actually like...
Oh my god.
I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome there. Look.
You climb on its back and start knocking its
I'm
heads together.
Oh, yes!
I,
Hydra rodeo.
yes! I was just about to
Leave
do
it there.
that.
Right. Annie, your go. I've got to bring it back. There you are. You're over there.
I want to jump on the box and jump on it and like stab it.
Go for it. Athletics check.
Please be kind to me, dice. Athletics checks 22.
That's a pass. You jump up. Tudum. Tudum.
Come on, Annie.
And I'm stabbing one of the heads. The middle one, I guess.
Go for it. Go for an attack.
Which is, I need my inventory. Ah! No, wrong thing. Where's my, oh my god, where is it? It's been so long, I don't remember where anything is on here. Right here. There we go. Thank you. 20.
Oh, what? 20 to hit? 20 hits?
20 to hit. Yay!
Yep.
And wow, worst damage. Well, that's a whole 4 damage. But I jump on it and I just, well, it's a rapier, but I stab it anyway.
That's okay. It will pierce. That's the whole do it for doing it. Was that a natural 20? That's not a natural 20, was it?
No.
No.
It was a dirty 20.
Right. I was just trying to find. Oh, it's on there. Here we go. Okay. We need that. Okay, right. That is fine. Takes the damage. Obviously, he's still ticking. It is top of the round. You see, the Hydra is just stomping around like he's claiming his space as he just moves around, stomping them flat in the ground. His tail is swishing backwards and forwards. Top of the round, Hogan.
Brion's before me.
Oh, sorry. It is Brion, then Hogan.
Okay. I want to. What Annie's doing looks like so much fun. I want to mount this beast as well,
Yeah.
if I may.
Yeah, you can. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, great. I mean, he is massive, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that. I'd like to mount him and then start bashing in his
Go for
back with
it.
them.
You're
So
gonna
let's
have
go.
to do an athletics check to get up there.
Okay. The last one didn't go so well. Let's see if I can redeem it. Okay.
A 22.
Yeah.
You
Does that get me on
do.
his arse end?
Yeah, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang that over there for a little bit. So you go boom, boom, boom. You run up with your cat-like reflexes, running up the tail, and you get up there and give Annie a little cuddle as you try to fight and rodeo this thing.
Fist bump. Yeah, there we go. Okay. My next action is going to be to use all my downward momentum to try and smash his hips in, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. So here's what we're doing. He's winding up.
Maybe you just need a 20 or more to hit. It's a 13. You miss.
Damn, I missed something I'm on.
It slams in. So this thing, you can't really see it on this mini, on this angle, but it has these kind of bone protrusion ridges all down its spine. So when you kind of start to cleave down with the axe, it kind of gets jarred. It gets stuck in these bones. You managed to break off one of the bone spines, but that's all. You didn't get to the flesh.
That's like tickling him.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. So I think the leap and the swing were both my actions.
Okay. Hogan, over to you, followed by the Hydra.
Right. I've seen Cedric and heard Cedric do his taunt, which I know means that the creature that is the focus of his attention needs to move towards him and do the attack. So there is an area in front of Cedric that creature is going to pass through. I'd like to cast Spike Growth in that area, so when the Hydra moves through it, he takes some damage.
Okay, so you want to do something in this area here.
It's a 20-foot radius, circle. So yeah, so sharp thorns, small twigs, each sharp to a point, appear in that area. So it's
Look at that.
difficult terrain. It's difficult terrain, so his movement is halved, and every time he moves 5 feet through it, he takes 2d4 piercing damage.
Okay. Right, you remember that?
Yep.
Cool. Anything else? You can move.
That's my action. I would like to move, actually. I would like to move to the left. I'd like to move 30 feet to the left, so almost in line with him.
Right, 13, since you're there.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
And for my bonus action, I'd like to get a travel ration out of my bag, so the, sort of the beef jerky stuff that you get with your iron rations.
Yeah, not bacon.
No, not bacon. No, it's dried jerky, turkey jerky. I'd like to get one of them out of my bag. Just hold it in my hand for now. That's my go over.
Okay.
All will be revealed next round.
You, Hydra.
Gonna try and get one of its heads that's really hungry to like pull the rest.
Okay. So the Hydra, you feel it. So Annie and Brion, while you're riding this Hydra, and after you smack this thing hard, you manage to chop off one of its spinal protrusion things, and then as you're holding onto this beast, you feel as if it's like the flesh is like shivering. You know when an animal shivers, you know, a dog or a cat shivers, it kind of ripples through its body. Suddenly you feel that, and it's almost as if more protrusions start to grow to reinforce the ones which are already there. It's like it's mutating in front of you. It now has an armor class of 22.
Oh,
Hogan.
I should have stayed on its chest. Okay, I get the gist of what's happening here.
We need to give it belly scratches.
Yeah. I said
Who wants to volunteer for what?
What I
So
meant was
I'm-
Annie.
I'm also going to make a wisdom check to see if I can break out of this temptation to attack Cedric.
Yeah.
So again, we're using D&D Beyond. It failed. It's a 3. So for whatever reason, it's still tempted to step towards you to get closer. It is now in the spines,
Is it moved 10 foot or 15 foot through? How close does it have to get to Cedric to attack?
It needs a 10-foot gap to attack. So it's got.
Okay, so
long
it's
neck.
moved 10 foot through, so it takes 4d4 points of damage.
Okay, do you want to roll that for me?
Yep. That is a mighty 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to move those out of the way. We know it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cedric, followed by Annie, please.
I am going to cast Aid, and that gives each of my fellow compatriots 5 temporary hit points.
Well done.
Okay.
So yeah, you just feel this wave of niceness flowing over you. Calming energy.
Do you know what? I'm on the back of a Leviathan-like creature, but it's not all bad.
Yeah. Woosa.
Life is good.
It's all good. Hey, Annie, how you doing?
Anything else, Cedric?
No, I think that's my action. I don't think I've got anything I can do as a bonus action on this turn. So.
Okay. Annie, over to you.
So, are there bone protrusions on its neck as well?
Yep. If you can see those kind of bits there.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's lots of kind of what you're using to hold on to.
It's a fun ride.
Don't smack them off, whatever you do.
Yep.
Make it harder for everyone else.
And it's around the entire neck.
It is. Yeah.
It is, okay. Well, I guess I can do a flying leap off again.
Okay. You want to jump off?
I'm gonna jump off and, if I can, land on the board.
Yeah. Go for it. Athletics check.
Oh no! Can I use my
Ooh.
inspiration?
You can. You can.
Let me try that one again. Oh hell!
Oh, it's even worse.
That was a 9.
That was a natural one on the reroll.
Oh, nice.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Was the first one the natural?
it was a 2. My first one was a 2, so I re-rolled and I got a 1. Like, odds there? Yeah, not great.
Okay. So it's a natural 1 with a +8. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a natural 1. Okay. Let's deal with that bit first. So, as you're passing Brion to jump off, what do you say? How do you say goodbye to Brion?
Smell you later.
Brion's on mute, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, he is. He's on mute. So, as you
All I can think of to say was, "No, you ain't."
so as you step past Brion, and you get cocky, like smell you later, to do your kind of your signature backflip off of this thing.
Yeah.
Your foot gets caught in one of the bone protrusions. You didn't see it, and you straight away you trip. You know you're going to go into a dead face first fall. You grab Brion, thinking that he is going to hold you because he's a big cuddly lion and he's super strong. But no, his footing was terrible as well. So not only do you fall face first, you drag Brion down behind you, and you go straight down into this pond. It's about 6 foot deep, with all these bones laying at the bottom. This green slimy pond. Not only do you land first, you crash into these bones, and you feel the bones, these like rib bones, arm bones, just burn and pierce into your flesh. But then the great hulking Brion splashes and lands on top of you as well, just crushing you down even more. The air comes out of your lungs, and just on instinct, your body instinct, not by mind, you go and you start to inhale some of this stagnant, rank green slime water.
Oh God.
You are now.
Jesus.
I'm gonna roll. So just for damage on the piercing damage, we're gonna roll 2d4. Ooh, so that's 7 points of damage as these bones, you feel them go through your armor and straight into you. And you are now also poisoned by this slime water. You now have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
This is going swimmingly.
What the hell, Andy?
Top of the round, Brion.
Yeah,
She's
I'm in a pond.
knocked you into this pond, and you know that you've crushed her. She's underneath you, and you're only a couple of feet under the water, but you can see the Hydra, its tail swooshing above the water, just crushing the water. What do you want to do?
Right, is there any value in helping Annie out of that water? And
You're in the water as well, so yeah, you've got to
right,
save yourself to save someone else.
All right, so gonna head to dry land very cautiously at the tail.
Yeah, you just
not gonna knock my block off.
stand up, break through the water.
Yeah.
You see that you're near the wood on this bank area.
Yeah, I'm still a bit confused as to what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
All that, right.
But Annie's still under the water.
Can I help her out
Yeah.
as an action? Can I just like stick one of my paws in, grab,
Plunge your arm
whatever,
in, you
a
find her,
hand,
you
an
grab
arm,
her, and
Yeah.
you hoist her out. And
breaks
she's
out.
she breaks out of the water, and all this green slime is in her. You see the bones are still sticking in her, like these bone protrusions. They've gone right in, and then she just breathes up all this slime water. She's
Jesus,
coughing and
okay.
splatting it all out.
Annie, you okay?
Has to happen
Are
every
you
game.
okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Has to happen every game.
Are you okay,
Okay, yeah.
Annie?
Oh yeah. Oh, perfect opportunity. To
And
break
you forgot
out.
about
Yeah,
it.
okay. Oh, I feel like a schmuck. Okay.
That's what happens. You haven't played for a few months. That's what happens.
Yeah. Can I remove some of these bone protrusions
Yeah.
for her?
Yeah. What do you want to do? Grab them and just yank them out.
Just yank them out. Just
Okay.
get them out of her. I'm guessing cursed bones in a Hydra's pond is bad.
I never said they were cursed. But you grab them, you yank them out, and you just get this blood splurt just coming out.
Oh,
And you
shit.
take another 2 points of damage.
Anime level, another
Yeah.
2 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay, that didn't go well, did it?
Thank you for that extra 5 hit points, Cedric. They're gone now. But hey, they were helpful.
Anything? Well, you're kind of now done, Brian. Unless you, what's your
Yeah.
new plan?
My
You've
new
got
plan is to.
Annie to safety.
Yeah. I thought. Do I have another action?
It depends what it is.
Right.
If it's something big and complicated, no.
Okay, then no.
Okay, Hogan, over to you. Or you on mute, Steve?
Sorry. So iron ration turkey jerky in hand, I poke that onto the end of my arrow. I then take aim at the Hydra and fire.
Okay.
I miss.
God.
Might have to change these dice in a minute.
Yep.
They are not working. So that didn't work. So the iron ration goes careening into the side of the Hydra, the arrow breaks and it falls ineffectually to the floor. So we won't try that
Another
again.
waste of meat.
And another waste of meat. And I'll take another shot. So that is a dirty 20, not natural 20. It's a 12 plus 8. But that misses because it's armor class now 22.
He's now is 22.
So that was my go, and it's over. I'll continue concentrating on the spiked area in front of it in case it moves again. So that's my go.
Okay. Hydra's turn.
Shit.
Let's see what's coming up next.
I think.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think I might regret my original plan.
So, well, first of all, I'm going to make the wisdom check, and we'll just see. It's a 13. What do I need to break it?
14.
Ooh, okay, we're getting close.
Yeah.
We are getting close. Right. You see the heads just start to come up and all facing you, Cedric. All on this stone. And then the one with the crown looks down at you and almost comes kind of face to face, as much as it can, is this giant Hydra head. And you see an almost human grin expression starts to creep up onto its face. And then one by one, they all start to grin and smile at you.
I raise my shield.
Right. It is going to do its multi-attack against you. Oof. Okay.
Bear in mind you started this shit, Cedric.
I know. I realised I hadn't clicked to equip my shield earlier on, so I quickly
Right. So it basically, so for the Hydra we go multi-attack. Multi-attack means it gets as many bite attacks as it has heads. So I'm now
Cool.
going to do all 7 attacks against you.
Yeah.
If I get 2 hits, you're in trouble. So again, D&D
I'm a
Beyond.
class 18, so.
Well, the first one hits.
That
A 28.
first one hits.
So the head latches up, and you see this grin. Its teeth are barred. That is a natural 1.
Nice.
So one head just strikes straight into the bowl that you're standing on, like, and rears back. I've got an 18 on another one. Does that hit you?
18 does, yes.
Okay, so the first head and the third head that went up to strike grab you. One by the head, one by the legs, and they rear up as you're literally pulled between 2 heads.
It's like I'm about to get taller.
Way to fill that glass half.
You can feel the heat and the tongues like ripping around both your arms as your head is encompassed by this thing, and it shakes with you in the middle, and it starts to pull apart. We're going to roll for damage. That is 24 points of damage, and then it turns around with you physically in its mouth. I don't know if it will fit. Go on, get in there. No, it didn't. I'm going to put it on the back.
Yep.
As it stomps along over this area, and you are just being cradled in its mouth as it's trying to kind of pull you apart. Your armor is what's holding you together at the moment. You are a bit of corned beef in the can.
Oh, dude.
Guys!
That's a horrible description.
Cedric, followed by Annie, please.
It moved out of the area, so it takes an additional 9 points of damage.
Well done.
From leaving
Nice.
the category.
Nice. Me, whilst I'm in its mouth, gonna basically just try and swing up and hit. Obviously, the spell's now dropped, and I'm gonna hit and do a divine smite at the same time.
Okay.
Branding smite. So I cast that first, don't I? And then I will try to hit it.
Yeah, it cast it as a bonus action, I think.
Yeah.
Cast it as part of the attack. I can't remember.
I think, yeah, you do bonus action of that first and then that
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled the damage. Ignore that. An 18 does not hit.
Does not hit.
But
It
I
is.
get a second attack.
As you're technically inside its mouth, I'll let the armor class be 20.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, that one's a hit. Then the second one was a 20.
The second one, yeah. So the second one hits. You find something soft.
For 7 damage, and then my smite is an additional 7. Do you need to know what type of damage it is?
This is radiant damage, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, branding smite. Yeah, it would be. Yep.
Additional 7 on top, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll swing up with my hand and just crack it on the head that's not biting me, and it just kind of goes warm for a second.
Cool.
It sees the light.
Annie.
Yeah. Is there any solid area there that isn't right in front of this giant thing?
All this is
table.
kind of a mixture of that's liquid over here, and this is
Okay.
a mixture of kind of mud. So
Don't like that.
this is dry. If you follow this kind of yellow bit,
Okay, I'll follow that yellow bit. I want to go dry area, not into the flowers.
Oh, fine.
Just state that outright. I have learned. And can I shoot an arrow at it?
yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna try this. Hopefully, do better this time. Actions, right? Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, only a 20.
20 is a miss. Those pesky bony protrusions. Okay, top of the round. Brion followed by Hogan, please.
Right. Okay. Breon, he's wet, he's pissed off, his rodeo's ruined. He realised the bone protrusions don't work, but the chest assault did. So he's going to try and repeat his success with the chest assault.
Yeah.
Don't know how wise that is.
He's just going to turn around and go in, yeah?
Macking distance. We're going to New York, Yankees, Louisville Slugger, both hands, just try and repeat what we did before.
Yeah.
Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. I'm going to swing to hit. Blammo.
Oh, Lemo.
15 does not hit.
Punk.
You just
Okay.
get like...
Ding.
You know what? Guys, I think we might have to start looking around for things in the environment at this rate because my mace is not doing it. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Right. 2 pony hits. Just 14, that was.
No. So 2 hits.
Not.
Doing, doing. It's just not getting through. You see on its chest and most of its body as well, there are these thick vines and moss just growing. And you're not sure if it's kind of just growing on it or if it's part of it. But whatever it is, it's acting as armor. So it's not going anywhere.
Ooh. I have an idea, but I'll share it next round.
Okay, Hogan, over to you.
I would like to move towards the rock, please.
This one
To my
over here?
left. Yeah, and get on top of it.
Okay.
And then from that vantage point, I'm going to take 2 shots with my bow.
Okay.
So the first one is a 14 plus 8, which is a 22.
22 is a hit.
And I'll roll the second attack as well.
You did change your dice.
I did change my dice. That is only a 15, but first one hit, so
Yep.
it does 6 points of damage.
Okay. Right, you've moved, you're taking a go. Hydra's turn. What's next? The best thing about these books is you get the whole kind of play if you want to follow it. You get this whole kind of guidebook. Really nice and easy to use. Okay.
And it says things like he can't attack Leonin?
Nope, it does not.
Okay.
So this time it does a. You see, it looks down at you, Brion, as you're like knocking on his chest, basically. And one side of you, one side to your right, one side to your left, these kind of snake heads come past and just look at you. And then one of them rears back and then charges forward. It's going to roll a bite attack, but it is going to be a smack attack.
Okay.
And that is a
Like
17.
a bite.
Does a 17 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. So this thing whacks comes your way as like a bludgeoning attack, and you just manage to as it goes over you. It does get 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 20.
20 hits.
Okay. So on its backhand, it comes back and hits you for it's a small one. You're okay. Oh, that's not bad. 10 points of damage as this thing just pounds into you.
Right. He Bernie Macs me with the backhand. Got me.
Yep. Knocks you 10 feet as well.
Oh.
You're not prone now.
Okay, good. Ow!
Okay. Next up is Cedric, followed by Annie.
I am going to once again try to hit it with another smite again. Let's go. I'm going to try and like jab it in the eye, the one that's got my face in its mouth. 13.
You're missing. You can try again. No.
A 17.
You're still missing. You've got an armor class of 20.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
That's me.
Annie.
I'm gonna mosey back a little farther to the boat
Okay.
and fire another arrow.
Okay. Also, you're poisoned, so you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Oh.
Nope. Not only nope, but I got a 1 on my disadvantage.
Is that a natural 1?
Yes, on my disadvantage.
Okay, so because the way we've been doing our rules at the moment is you're aiming a arrow, basic crossbow, at the Hydra. You rolled a natural 1, which means obviously you missed.
I'm sorry,
You
Cedric.
missed the Hydra. But lo and behold, between its mouths is your friend and colleague and confidant and teammate, T-Boy as well, is Cedric, who you shoot for how much damage? Roll your damage.
Oh, you couldn't do that again if you tried.
7.
So Cedric, while you're in there, you feel like
Arrow just sticking my butt.
it got me. It got me.
Cushion.
It's biting my bum.
Cedric is also a pincushion. And you might be able to hear, though a bit muffled since your head is in its mouth, a very loud, sorry!
Can't hear anything over the sounds of my head being crushed.
Why is friendly fire such a problem in these expender badges?
Because...
You do it too often.
Yeah. I think I need to switch my dice. I need different dice. This is not going well.
So top of the round, Brion, followed by Hogan, please.
I've got to think someone else isn't working. So we're in a swamp as well. I'm thinking moss, plants, something to kill that off. I'm thinking fire and things like that, but I think there's nothing. We're in a bog. So
Torch.
what's that?
You got a torch.
I don't have a torch. I opted for metal spikes instead because I thought they'd be cooler, and now I'm really regretting it. But I need something incendiary for this to work. I don't know if anyone has anything they can chuck to me within range. basically, I want to light this
I
guy
don't
up.
have torches because I'm a gloomstalker, so
Of course.
I'm
Yeah,
selfish.
I don't have torches because I thought something else would be more handy. So, okay. When I'm engaged like this, Dave, can I look around the immediate vicinity to see if there's anything that could help? Can I even do that when I'm locked in combat? Or
Yeah, you can see everything that you can see.
right, and in the immediate there, I'm not seeing anything that could help. So, Lion Man with mace in front of crazy multi-headed dragon. What to do? I'm going to bark up to Hogan for some tactical advice, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you going to ask?
That didn't work. That didn't work. My usual smack didn't work. Have we got any ideas?
Try and keep it disoriented. We need to free Cedric. So
I may have
concentrate.
an idea for that myself.
So all I can think of then.
Move around it to the barrel behind. See if there's something incendiary in the barrel.
Oh, the barrels. Good idea. All right. Can I please make an advance towards the barrels on the other side of this giant?
Yeah. Is there any? There are kind of two barrels. There is one here and one over here.
Okay. 1, 10, 50 by. Can I reach the one nearest me? If I make an absolute mad dash for it and try
5,
not
10,
to
15, 20, 25, 30. I'll put you there. Well, I'll put you there.
Okay.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah. Yeah. Bit of barrel. I want to be able to
Right. So
see.
you run over there.
This is a bit of a gamble, so let's hope this pays off. Can I see if there's anything in the barrel that might be of use in our current
Go full
predicament?
rage, pick it up, overhead, smash into its side.
Okay, let's do that. I don't know what's in it, but whatever.
Yeah. So you pick up this barrel of stuff. Straight away, you feel there's something inside, and as you pick it up, the weight distribution changes. You heft it back, and I'm going to make you do a strength check.
Strength check.
You have advantage on those when you're raging.
Yep.
Twice.
Well, I don't think it really matters because it came out as 1 plus 4 is 5.
Yeah, but you get to roll again because you've got advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's an athletics roll. So.
Athletics roll. Okay, that's better. Bravo. Okay, 18.
18. Okay, so you pull it back, and as you see this thing, don't forget, Cedric is in the middle of these two mouths, and it's constantly moving around. Its tail is swishing. The heads are looking everywhere for you, just following you. And you heft this barrel back and heave, and you throw it.
Donkey Kong now.
Smash. Exactly. Yeah. Doing, and it has to jump over and then climb a ladder. This one smashes into its side.
Let's go.
And as it does, the wood on the barrel is rotten, so it just like shatters completely, and all of this black powder just splashes down all over the side of this Hydra.
Yeah, Hogan. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, but we ain't got any fire.
Yeah, that's a bit of a setback.
Have you not got a tinder
Do
box?
any of
either?
us smoke?
I still have.
Breon, it's your go.
Okay. Can I make it to the next barrel?
Sorry, that was you, Breon. Sorry, Hogan,
Oh.
it's your go.
Right, so seeing the black powder, I'm not going to do this yet because Brion's there. So I'm going to. I'm just going to take 2 shots because Brion is right there, and I don't want to try and make the powder explode when he's at.
People blow me up.
Poor
all the
Cedric.
time, Steve, it's all right. I get
Brion's
blown
right
up
there.
all the
Cedric's a
time.
goner. We're not worried about Cedric.
This could be the first. This could be the first time I get blown up. You know, it being the prequel. You know, I get blown up almost every week. It's all right. I
Right,
don't
so
mind.
the first attack was a 14, which was a miss, and the second attack, which was a 1. So who would you like?
Oh no, that would be.
And you're
Cedric?
shooting Cedric. So roll your
I'll
damage.
I'll take it. It's all right.
Cedric's in the middle. The Hydra's kind of smart enough. So 10 points of damage. Cedric, you're in this mouth and you think, God, it's now biting in the other butt cheek. You won't be able to sit down for a month.
Yeah.
If you survive.
God, I hate electronic dice from fashion.
Well, good news is we're switching. So the next time we play Epic, we're going to have the whole new 2022 look and feel, and we'll be using real dice. Okay, so
It's not even the rolling the ones. It just feels like you've got
no
just
control.
pushing a button and
Yeah.
it doesn't roll across the screen. It slides. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just.
So Hydra's turn. Right, so it's not sure what you did, Brion, but you're the closest. It's kind of munching on Cedric. So it kind of turns around sideways just to bring its tail down, and it slashes down next to you. It misses you, but as it hits the ground around you, this kind of weird purple haze comes up out of the ground.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of this.
And you are surrounded by this weird purple gas. And can you make
Has anyone else got
No,
Jimi Hendrix in
you
their
are
head?
Yes,
you are
That's awesome.
you are not alone.
you are automatically poisoned.
Automatically.
Automatically poisoned.
Darn it.
Nice.
Not even a saving throw.
Not even a saving throw.
throw inside. I am poisoned as you like.
Unless raging stops you being poisoned.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, I checked.
Just stops you
After
being
Steve's
charmed.
tutorial.
Yeah. Cedric, you'll go followed by Annie, please.
Okay, this time I'm going to do a thunderous smite attack and hopefully hit it.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
27.
Hey,
No, he's going for natural
Nice.
20.
there you go. It's time.
Yeah. So that is 20 damage, and then the reason that I did a thunderous smite is because I rolled damage for that as well. It's an additional 6 damage.
Ooh.
You need to make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 foot from me and knocked prone.
Okay. That's not going to happen because this is a gargantuan creature.
Oh.
But what does happen with as you do, or how are you stabbing it? How do you want to stab this head that's got you in the mouth or?
So, yeah, previously I was trying to like jab at its eye, so I'm just gonna try and like once again push my sword straight into its eye socket.
Okay. So as you do that, it pierces the eye and straight into the brain. Immediately, you feel like you're falling. It drops. This entire head, neck, just smacks down to the floor, dead. Well done. You have killed a head.
I have one more attack as well. Then.
Yeah.
So,
So you scramble out of this kind of mouth that's got you.
Yeah.
The other mouth still has your feet, and he's starting to kind of drag you back up.
just
Does he
gonna
now
quickly-
realize that he has 2 arrows sticking out of his ass?
the arrow, they break off. It's like, ah!
Son of a bitch.
You're now in front.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hydra, man.
Realising
Concentrate.
But I do have inspiration.
And throws it across the battlefield.
Well, you can't do worse than the natural 1,
I'm
so
gonna use my inspiration on
Well
that
done.
roll.
Yeah.
14 doesn't hit.
14 doesn't hit.
It's not a 1.
Yeah. The other mouth still has you. Okay,
Yes.
and it's starting to kind of rear back up. Annie, can you save the day?
Probably not, but you know, I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do, which is use Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
So, dong. So that is, where is that? There it is. I don't use it that often, so it is. I point at it.
Yeah.
And there's this just sound of a horrible bell. Yes.
The Undertaker.
And it's just all around it. And you have a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
which
I'm rolling.
you will probably pass.
I've got a 10.
Did not pass it.
No.
Holy Okay, so, and
Roll the
let's see,
damage.
that's D12, because it's already damaged. It's fabulous. I have to roll it manually. So, where's D12? 2. There we go. And that would be 12 damage.
And 12 damage on top, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey!
Top of the round. Brion.
Yo, what up?
Thank you very much, Tankards and Tailors, following. So Brion, you're up. You got to save the day. You're also
Okay.
surrounded by a poison cloud, so you need
Right.
to think about.
That's making me that's making me feel a little bit
You're a bit woozy.
I'm without anything to light this black powder, I'm going to go for the next barrel if I can escape this cloud.
Yep.
Can I make my way over there, please?
Go for it.
Okay, we're going to go over there. We're going to do the same. We're going to chuck that barrel and we're going to try and cover the remaining areas on this thing that isn't covered.
Yeah. So athletics check to throw it.
Check. Blammo, let's go.
You pick up this barrel. You heave it back like you did before, Donkey Kong style. You chuck it, and you roll
A 16.
a 16. That's enough. It flies through the air, cracking again. It's almost the same location on the side of this Hydra. Black powder spilling out everywhere.
now we need someone
What's in the
light.
box? What's in the
Oh.
box?
Oh, yeah, let's Brad Pitt that box. I'll tell you what, yeah. Go on, let's seven that box open and hope it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
can-
love that film, but my God.
it's such a good film.
You can do that on your next go. Because you've already done. You've moved. You've done an action.
I've moved
you're,
and chucked
you're done. Yeah. Hogan, you're up.
So your description of these barrels, and indeed the painted minis that are on the table, include iron rings around them.
How you do?
I'm going to shoot at the iron rings, which is now logically at the base of the Hydra, sitting in a pile of black powder.
Yep.
Because he smashed it.
Yep.
In the hope that my arrow hits the metal, causes a spark, and causes a boom boom.
I tell you what. If you roll a nat 20.
On electronic dice, you've got to be having a laugh.
Exactly. I will give you
I just did, and then rolled
triple
another one.
damage.
Okay, I'm going to roll. I said what I was going to do.
Well, you have to
I'm
roll
gonna
anyway,
take
so
my-
yeah.
I'm going to take my 2 shots at the one of the booms on the floor.
Please, spark.
Come on,
What's
Nat 20.
What's he got to get a spark?
That's a 4.
You'd love it if it actually
Okay.
got 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah, I
Dice.
forgot to mention before that my smite was a thunder attack. Whether that would have caused
Oh,
18.
does no one smoke?
I have got torches.
Love one.
So the
I don't
first
know.
arrow, Hogan, you miss. Second arrow.
misses, but I get closer. I'm getting closer.
You're getting closer. You're getting closer.
Come on, Hogan.
I'm going to move. I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to jump down No, I'm not, because there's all them worms on the floor to my left.
Well,
So
they've gone now.
Those fuckers. They're scared of the Hydra.
Yeah, probably are actually. I'm gonna jump down and move just adjacent to the flowers, please.
You're gonna jump up.
They need to pick some.
Yeah, that's it.
Right,
Thank
so
you.
there.
Can I go one square back?
That way. Well,
No, behind. That's it. Perfect. Thank you.
no problem. I'm just gonna move the cameras around a little bit again. There we go. Is that a better view? Okay. Hydra's turn. So, Cedric has the best view of this as he slowly starts to get picked back up into the air by his feet. His cloak is dangling behind him. He's kind of with his sword and his shield like upside down.
I'm feeling woozy, guys.
and two
You see-
arrows
It's okay.
on his cheeks.
in his
Face
broken
getting
arrows
redder.
in his butt. He sees where the dead neck is, which is attached to the Hydra. The flesh almost starts to kind of bubble and boil and change, and you see this happen in front of you. The flesh is like bubbling and starts to brrr, and not one head but two heads seem to mutate and pop out and stretch out of the same hole, the neck socket. So not only are we back to 7, but we are now up to 8 Hydra heads.
Nice.
We took too long, guys.
And with a mighty roar, this thing just roars as these new flesh heads are born. So next up,
God,
Cedric
this thing's
and
breath
Annie.
stinks.
So now you're hanging upside down. You've seen these things come out. And oh fuck! It is now your go.
I'm gonna reach into my pack behind me and pull out a. So I've got a tinderbox. I mean, obviously that's for starting a torch, but is it like like matches or what's the?
It creates a spark.
Yeah.
2 stones, isn't it, tinderbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flint.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and basically create a spot rather than creating a torch and throwing that. I just want to try and create a spark that will go onto the back of this.
So you've got your sword in your hand. Where are you going to put your sword?
I'm gonna drop my shield on the floor.
Drop your shield, and
And
you're
just
going to find
Hug
your
my sword
tinderbox.
behind. Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna. I tell you what. Let's make it simple. You're gonna roll a d20. 1 to 10 is a fail. 11 to 20 is a pass. And we use D&D Beyond. It's a 2.
Oh, come on.
You drop your shield, and as you're upside down, you get near the black powder, which is now coating the flank of this Hydra, and you're furiously trying to make a spark. You just can't get it to spark.
It's just be like.
Annie, you can see what he's doing. What are you gonna do?
And I saw what Hogan was doing, trying to get the metal bits.
Light this thing.
Yeah, just like,
I'm gonna try to light it up.
get this thing off.
I'm gonna try. Oh god. Well, metal on metal would make a spark anyway, right?
Yep.
Mm.
If you're aiming for basically if you're aiming for the metal bands that Hogan was, you see what Hogan was looking for, and you see the glint in what little light there is, and you start to aim. If you roll a nat 20 and hit it, I will give you triple damage.
Mm.
You're not going to hit it with a 19. It has to be a nat 20. I'm just going to move the cameras around a little bit again.
No, I was thinking of running up and actually just hitting the metal with my sword.
With a sword, yeah, that'll make a spark.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and hit the metal with my sword, and this is gonna suck.
Go on, you can do it. I believe in you. Go on, Oakley.
So you're gonna do that, yeah?
Yes, I go running up with my sword, and I just
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get all the way there. Remember, you're poisoned. You're at disadvantage. You're gonna hit it with your sword.
Yeah.
You need to make a normal hit. So anything above a 15 will hit.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't
Anything
even know what I'm
above a
doing.
14
How do
will
I?
hit.
How do I undo having checked a d20?
Oh, just roll it,
Oh,
and then
okay.
we'll ignore it. So we're using D&D Beyond.
Okay, so where do I just do?
Just roll to hit on your sword.
On my sword. Okay.
The rolling's coming in. Oh,
baby.
It's not a natural 20, but it is
It's
a 20.
15 though.
Oh, please.
So, Annie, you do this. You run up to it with your
I'm on
rapier.
disadvantage.
Yes,
You
you are.
missed the second roll.
Oh yeah.
You
run up
missed
to
that
it,
second roll.
feeling all confident, and then you miss. You poke the black powder.
God damn it.
Smear
Top-
more of the black powder over it.
Top of the round, Brion, followed by Hogan, please.
That was. Oh.
I mean, at this point,
I feel like I shouldn't say anything, but I got a nat 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe it does explode. Where's Cedric?
At the other end of the the Hydra.
Yeah. Right,
I'm at the ass end.
It's a natural 1. Okay, natural 1's a little bit different. Right, this is what we're going to do.
Don't.
Just going to pick your brain, Steve. Is a fireball 66.
Fireball 66.
Yeah.
Right,
it
Annie,
is.
roll 66.
Oh.
I think it's a 20-foot radius, right?
Okay.
24?
24. So, because there's 2 barrels, we're going to times it by 2.
Oh.
Okay?
Nice.
So, we
So
got
48?
so it's 48 points of damage. So, you ran over confidently, thinking you could hit this thing. Now, the same effect has happened. You just rolled a natural 1. The thing is, you kind of tripped into it. So you've landed into the gunpowder as you've struck this the iron ring, causing a spark. Immediately, the world goes white. Annie, you take 48 points of damage.
Ouch.
Are you still alive?
Sorry, I was wrong. It's 8d6, not 6d6.
Oh, so I have to roll 2 more?
Okay, go for 2 more.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
So that's another 14?
It's another 14 on top.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's doubled, so 7. I need math. I need to math this.
Okay. Now then. So your world turns white. Are you still with us?
I need to double check because something happened with my hit points
Okay.
when I went back, and because I had changed my dice, or I thought I had, and it got out of the thing, and my hit points went all funky.
Okay, you check your hit points.
So-
You tell me if you're still alive.
Sorry.
Cedric.
Yes.
So where are we? 54 points of damage now? No.
62.
62.
I'm on
is it?
19 at the minute.
Okay. The explosion rips you out of the mouth. The Hydra is now on. The Hydra loses 2 of its heads in the explosion. So we're back down to 6. And you just see this one head and neck fly across the air. And that one just explodes. And this huge, you can see its rib bones and burnt, charred flesh. As it once again, you hear it kind of just roar in anger. As it starts to, it trudges around, like trying to get away, almost away from the pain, as it starts to move back towards its cave.
It moves through that area then, don't it? So
It does.
Takes more spiky damage.
Go for it. How much was that?
It is
Roll your damage.
12,
Another
assuming
12.
it's moved 10 feet
Yep.
through it.
And I'm still alive
You are still alive. Well done.
with 11 hit points.
Okay.
Good work.
You can't see this, but basically, you wake up in a tree somewhere. Okay. Somewhere away, you wake up in a tree. Cedric, you're much the same. You've just hit the ground a little distance away, but you are off the map. Are you still alive?
As I say, I was on 19 hit points.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So you, your body just boom, boom, boom. Okay, you are now onto saving throws. There is a twist with saving throws. I am now going to roll your saving throws.
Okay.
Did he get a saving throw for the explosion damage?
No, we're going to start counting them from his next round.
No, I meant to take half damage. Like you get a dex save for 5 all, don't you?
Well, he was kind of
I was in it, right?
constrained, grappled anyway. There's no way he's going to be able to dodge that. So, I'm going to say he's on saving throws. Death saving throws. But I'm going to do them, so that way you don't know whether he's passed or not. Okay? I will make a note. Cedric, rest in peace. There we go. Top of the round. We're back to Brion.
Cool. I want to check what's in these crates.
I was just seeing what Tankers and Tails is in the chat. So yes, that's exactly the reason. I love doing it. Right, so Brion.
These are the crates of firelighters.
I really hope there's like a flare or
Some
something.
emergency flare.
Jurassic Park style flare.
Yeah.
Right, let's. I'll move the cameras around. There we go. We get a closer look. So let's have a look. We got these. So Brion,
Right.
you're going for the crate, yeah?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit shit because I'm poisoned, but I'm going to check
Yeah.
the crates anyway.
Groggily, you just lean on a crate,
Oh, damn it.
trying to read the labels,
Oh.
and it says it says camping torches.
It does?
It does now.
Camping
Let's go with
torches.
it. Camping torches, candles.
Wow, what an
Flint
incredibly
and steel.
fortuitous happenstance.
Four candles.
Right.
Four candles. There's
right.
no way to light them.
But handles for forks.
Built-in crowbars, claws under the nails, off the lid comes. And
Yeah.
they're definitely... There's something I can use in there.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Okay.
inside you see a stack of ready-to-use torches. They're basically sticks with the wrapping on, so they're ready to burn.
Oh,
And
dude, this is
next to
great.
them, you see kind of like almost like a watertight area wrapped in rags, just loads of flint and steels.
Oh, we're doing this. This is happening right now. Okay. I want to light one of these bad boys and see if I can launch it onto our powdery Hydra.
Yeah. Well, most of the powder's gone, but we can see what's left.
Hope. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. Well, basically, my mace isn't doing anything, so I might as well set him alight if I can. And maybe some of the moss on him still there, is what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Some of the vines. Let's do that. How far away am I from Scaly Mook Won't Die? Okay. Well, with my athletics background, that's lobbing distance, right?
Oh, you can throw something. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. This is what I want to do. I hope it's possible. I want to light one of those bad boys and chuck it
Yep.
onto the back of this beast, if I may.
Go for it. So you
Okay.
you light your torch.
I'm like, wow, what a bit of luck.
And you hold
Like we had this 2 goes ago.
you hold aloft your power torch and say,
Spark, boom, flame, and stuff. Or just hope. Cool. So to light that and chuck it,
Yeah.
What am I rolling? Will I be doing athletics?
Let's do what we did earlier. Let's roll a d20, and you need 15 or more.
Okay, we can do that.
You've got 16.
just.
Well done.
Right. So,
The torch.
Freon rips the lid off. Totally grabs a flint that he doesn't even know how it works, but he smacks it together somehow with his primitive feline brain. And he turns around, and in slow motion, the torch lights as he's throwing it, end to end, rolling over.
In slow motion.
Whips to, obviously, and if there were doves, I know, the trees are full of crows.
The trees are full of crows.
All slow motion away, John Woo style.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, hold on. Here we go. Well, you can't hear this because you're not there. But there we go. It was a little sound effect. Go ahead.
Anyone who observes it is in slow motion going, oh.
Shoot. Right.
Everyone else is in normal time. This is you listening to that.
Yeah, just me.
He's just like, I'm wrong in the way now.
So they're going,
So the torch, and you're going to see this in slow motion. We're going to cut to the torch because that's what we do in cinematic. We're going to follow it through the air, and it's going to land on the bony protrusions of the Hydra. It's going to bounce once, twice, and then it's going to, as it hits the ground, it sparks up.
Yes.
The remaining black powder. Roll your 8d6 for me, please.
8d6. Blammo. 31.
31. Okay, nice. Okay. Right. Immediately, more flame reaches out to the Hydra. It just travels up its whole body. And you can see the body was almost in repair mode. It starts to bubble and ripple again. Its flesh starts to undulate. But it stops as a flame creases over it. Another head, as the flame reaches up its neck, engulfing its head, just falls down on the floor dead. The entire neck just goes limp as it crashes into the ground. You have killed another head. We're down to 5 heads on this Hydra. Well done. But it is still alive.
I mean, 5's still not great, is it?
Better than 8.
Yeah, it is, but it can grow more heads. Let's not forget. Ah, jeez. Okay, I think I've exhausted the resources in the handy crate. Oh no, there's another crate. There's another crate, everyone. There's another crate.
Craig's full of torches, so it wasn't
Yeah, we
just
haven't got
one
any powder.
There's like a cannon in it or something.
I think you should have a torch in each hand and just go full double weapon.
Yeah.
Hit him
You
with
can
a
do that. There's more in the crate, right?
You were talking about when you said like a torch in each hand. I was thinking the Orokai running into under the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
It's a bit the Emery jumps.
Yeah.
I mean, I must live through this one, otherwise it's the time paradox. So let's do it.
Go for it.
Yeah. All right. So anyone who wants like flamey things, because they tend to work quite well, I'm guessing anyone near a crate can probably get as many.
There's only 2 of you on the battlefield. You realise this?
Mm.
Well, as you look around, you realise there's only 2 of you on the battlefield.
I had not realised that. They got blasted clear of the map.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Cool. Who's got the green ring round them?
That's you.
Me.
Alright,
No,
boss.
I'm sorry.
The green
yeah.
base. That's me.
You're pretty far from the crates.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Any use of those magic flowers to the left of you? Are they any good? Do they cause spots? Probably not.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Right, okay. Cool. Well, whatever you want to do is fine. I'm going to probably gather what I can from that crate and make crate for another crate.
Okay. Is it my go?
Yeah, if Brion's done.
Did I
Yeah,
see
I'm
which
going to
way?
gather what I can from the box.
Did I see which way Cedric was blown?
Cedric, you're facing forward. He went that way.
Okay. So I'm going
Quickly.
to move in that direction. So from where I am, I'm going to move 45 degrees across the terrain over the top of the rock. I'm going to go around it.
You're gonna vault over the bonnet of the rock.
Yeah,
Back
slide
down.
across, Bodhi style.
Yeah.
And then carry on. So I'm going to move. I'm going to use my action to move to try and get to Cedric, please.
Okay, double action. You do find him. He is in a bad state and he's unconscious.
Yeah. But I can't do anything about it this round, but next round I'll be casting Cure Light Wounds.
Okay, Hydras go. Okay, right. The Hydra doesn't like you, Brion.
No.
So he is
If it is
going
mutual,
to.
scaly.
No, but he might like Brion on brioche.
Yeah.
He is going to move. He has a 30 feet movement, but a 10-foot reach. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He crashes into that crate that was there, splintering it. And you see
Big.
all of these kind of weird-looking potion bottles strewn across the floor. And he steps over just walks through his poisonous gas. That one has already gone.
He takes
Use
12 points of damage for leaving the spike growth area.
Yep. Yep. And he's going to roll to his attack. So, Brion. There we go. So we're rolling D&D Beyond. Oh, that's going to hurt. It's a 27 to hit, which it does.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So it smacks down. It uses the crown head. Okay, this is the mother alien, the alien queen. Just reaches down, and as it's coming for you, you see there are rows and rows and rows of teeth, just like you remember hearing one day about. They have teeth like sharks. As it crunches down over you. That's 33 points of damage.
33. Come on, man.
Don't forget to halve it.
Oh, that is 16 and a half.
16.
Yeah, round down.
Okay, yes, because I'm still well raging, even though I'm poisoned, I'm well missed.
Okay, Hogan, your turn.
I'd like to cast Cure Light Wounds on. Sorry, does Annie get a go? Because she was still conscious, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Annie, you're in the trees somewhere. You wake up, you're in the trees. You're very, very singed, and feel like today is probably not a good day.
Yeah. Well, that didn't go as planned. I do have what is the medical kit thing. So it's a where's my inventory? The healer's kit.
Oh, you've got a medikit, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of the tree, try to patch myself up a little bit, and then figure out which way I came from.
Fair enough.
And try to go back that way.
You can probably hear. Did you hear? Yeah, you probably hear the footsteps of this Hydra moving around and the roars and things. So you've got a good idea of where you can get to.
Yeah, how long is that going to take me to get back?
Okay, it's gonna take you another round.
Okay.
to get back.
All right.
So, Hogan.
I think it's Brion first. If it's the top of the round.
It is top of the round. Brion, then Hogan.
Okay. I've been bitten, correct?
You
Can I
have been
break
bitten.
that grip?
It just bit you and then moved back.
Okay. I want to take a barrel roll towards the potions that have been spilled out.
Okay. So
Or
you're
whatever
gonna
they
kind
are.
of
Whatever's
duck
in
and
the
cover.
bottles. Might be like a kind of solid snake style barrel roll.
Yep. So there we go. If you see that over there.
Yeah.
There is the barrel. Here.
Okay.
And
Forward
you're gonna
roll.
roll.
Yeah,
To
whatever
get to-
cinematic angles are appropriate, and
Yeah.
when I'm at the
Definitely need it. We do a whole kind of matrix zoom around. This whole
Excellent,
Hydra.
yeah.
Zoom. No
Quick
expense
time,
spared
yes,
on the
please.
budget here.
year
There
2000
we go.
camera angles, let's go.
Look.
And hopefully there's some bottles that I can have time to register what's in them.
There he is.
There he is. What a handsome boy. Look at that. Oh, what a big, strong boy.
Be on the time camera.
Right.
He's a chunky boy.
Yeah, chunky. I want to know what's in these vials, basically.
It looks like vials of black liquid.
Did we ascertain whether anyone can make sparks?
I made sparks.
Okay, great. Yeah, fine. Okay, I'm going to assume it's something tar-like. Okay, how many are there, Dad?
You've got a dozen.
Okay, can I palm more than one
Yeah.
and lob them with my liney paws?
Yes, if you're throwing them at the Hydra, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can get them from that range, but...
You can definitely get them in that range, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to assume they're flammable because I don't really want to taste one.
Okay. So you just pick
Given
up
our
like a
current-
couple of bottles and just one,
Yeah.
two,
Break
you lob
them
them.
up. Black liquid,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it's incendiary.
It's fine. At this range, you don't even need to roll for it. They smash open on the scaly hide of this, and you can see this wound as well. You can see the flesh. It's just burnt and charred away. It looks like an undercooked rib on the barbecue.
Great.
Everything
That's
is tinged
exactly
too much
where I
around the
want to
edges.
chuck 'em.
Exactly. So then this black,
Yeah.
the glass smashes. The black fluid goes all over it, all dripping in the inside of the wound, back across its back, down its tail. And that's just the
Okay.
two bottles.
If I've got time as a bonus action, I'd like to rub some of that glass in. But if not, I think I've got a torch from the other crate.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I rolled and chucked. Can I use the torch in this go? Is that
No, you can't do it because that's on your next go.
okay? I rolled and chucked, so he's good and sticky now.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll survive his attack.
Hogan.
So I'm next to Cedric, who
Yep.
is non-responsive. I would like to cast Cure Light Wounds, please. Reach down, drawing on the divine energy of the forest and natural world to cure Cedric and hopefully revive him, bring him back to consciousness.
Okay. Which you do.
You killed it, yeah?
I love that that is the first thing that you say. You killed it yet?
We found some torches. Plus,
Nice.
I've been rubbing black things on it for like the last 3 goes.
I'm not even going to start to unpack that sentence.
Powders and liquid.
that's my action. So I've got my move left. I will move back closer to the field of battle so I can shoot in my next go.
Okay. So on your next move, you'll be basically here if you want to be.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine because I can still shoot it from there.
Okay.
That's in range for me. So
The Hydra's turn. The Hydra only has this one target, really, which is you, Brion.
brave,
Bring it on.
brave Brion.
You want some more black lotion? Bring it.
Okay, so I am gonna roll for attack. Ooh, it's a 23, which is a hit. We're rolling the damage. Oh!
No!
That's 40 points of damage.
Holy.
Don't forget to halve it.
Thank you. 20. Still not great.
This,
Okay.
you get this.
I was gonna say that, Baron.
I'm into
It
double
rubs
digits
solution
now.
on its skin.
You get this.
You're into double digits.
I'm down to 90, you.
That
So-
fills me with confidence, Brion. You have this.
That's,
You
bring
see-
it. I've got loads more of this lotion.
This Hydra just repositions itself, and you see these heads kind of just coming around as it starts to move. With again, you just hear it kind of a guttural as it
Can't do it
breathes out.
yourself. Have to bring your mates.
Yeah, yeah, always. Cedric, followed by Annie.
I am going to lay on hands on myself and rub myself up a little bit and restore some hit points. So,
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you are
That
back
always
back in the
makes me
game.
giggle.
Yeah. Would you like to move?
Yes, I will move. Where will I move? No, I'm going to stay where I am. Thank you very much.
No.
Change your mind?
Don't want to.
I can get next to it in one turn. So actually, I'm going to move 1 square forward if it's exactly where it is, just so that there's no.
That's fine. So
that next time I can get next to it.
Annie, you've been running through the swamps, splashing and sloshing all the way, until you burst out into this kind of clearing, fairly near the boat. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna just try to shoot it.
Okay, you are just on the edge of the scene now. Okay, you can shoot, you can score. Go.
Is it still at 22?
No,
Yeah.
it's because of the massive wound and the damage it's done to all the spony and bony protrusions. We're going to say the armor class is down to 18.
Yes, I still only rolled for 10, so I don't hit. There's like, nope.
Okay, missed. Top of the round, Brian.
I think I'd quite like to duck and roll. If I may.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll. Remember that.
So remember, you were over here.
That was a pretty good bite last time. Not that I let the Hydra know that. But,
So remember, the crate is gone.
Yep, I've gathered
You've got
some
these
liquids
bottles.
from that.
Yeah, you got 10 bottles left.
Okay. Is it possible to do a movie style roll to his, if the Hydra's facing me, the Hydra's right nearer the boat,
Yeah.
while chucking some bottles at him?
Yeah, we do that. That's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do for that?
Well, you're so close. You're not gonna miss.
Okay.
So you throw what? Another 2?
Another 2 barrel roll. Do
So-
we count that as one action?
So you roll backwards and you. Again,
Yeah.
both bottles hit because you're so close. Just splash up all against the Hydra's chest.
I don't want to hit him, but I also don't want to get my head bitten off. So this is
Yeah.
this is the thing like that. So it leaves me with 8 bottles.
Yeah, just trying to find
Can
a
I
good
rinse
vantage
and
point for
repeat
you.
on the solid land round his flank?
Yeah.
Another 2, another roll.
Okay, so you want to go like this way?
Yeah, if I
Yeah.
may. I'm not crazy about being that close to the flowers, but
Do you want to go in the flowers or do you want to go?
not especially.
Okay.
But
So we'll
Yeah.
stay about there.
okay, that's ideal. I want to smash another 2 and just hope someone can lock this one up.
Okay. So for everyone's reference, the Hydra's right-hand side and the Hydra's front are covered in this black sticky oil. Hogan, we're up to you.
I would like to move, please, and I would like to move to the wooden bridge thing.
That's 20.
That was 20.
Yeah.
I'll take my extra 10 feet to get to the other side, then please, just 2 squares to the right of where I am now.
About there.
No, directly to the right, so diagonally 45 foot back. That's it, perfect. Yeah, no, the one previous. There you go, perfect, thank you. So I can see the side now that's got the
The oil.
Tar or whatever it is.
Yeah.
so I'm going to try.
It's a bit more liquid
and-
than tar, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and shoot 2 arrows at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So when
you're
they
gonna
impact-
bite off the bits.
I'm going to bite off the bits,
bit Kevin
fire 2
Costner.
arrows at the same time, and so that when they hit the
You're gonna save
arrow
Brion
heads-
with a love music track going on in the background.
the arrow heads-
Dies for you.
I do it for you.
Oh my
As Cedric gets on the catapult.
Right, here we go. I roll to hit. Oh, it's next to the 20.
What, a 10?
No.
No, the 20's there because 2. I'm on 2. I go. That's it. Over.
Okay.
Finished.
Somebody
You
like this.
shoot. You missed with
Foiled
both arrows.
by electronic dice.
Always electronic dice. Right. Hydra's turn. The Hydra's turn. The advantage of a Hydra's turn is it has heads and it can look in different directions. Even though we're now down to 5 different heads. It's going to do 2 things. One, it's going to attack Brion because it likes a lion bar. Ooh, a 16. There's a 16 hit you.
16 misses. Thank you,
right.
Lion. Thank you, Lion Jesus.
Doesn't get there, but the tail whip up at Hogan is going to use its backside to smash down into the ground, and as it does, a poison cloud starts to eke up out of the ground, and is not blocking your view because it's a cloud. It's not like dense fog. But it is blocking your movement should you wish to approach the Hydra. Okay?
It's turned around a bit as well, has it?
It's tasting on Brion.
Oh,
No,
damn.
that's fine. That's fine because it's put its coated side now towards Annie.
That is true.
Who's going next in the round? So.
It's Cedric
No,
and Annie.
Cedric's next.
Cedric and Annie.
then,
You really want me trying that again?
yes. No, well, no, but hopefully from range this time because the torches are closer to you than they are to me.
I'll turn it over and say it's walked over this area with the bones before, hasn't it? It's not going to sink in there.
No, and for that, it's only like a 5-foot pond.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was just thinking of trying to pull it into it.
It's like a nice little foot bath.
Yeah.
In that case, I will just launch 2 javelins at it. From here, I'm just going to throw... Oh, no, that's damage. An 8. And a 27.
Nice.
Is that a natural 20?
No.
Okay.
It is. My bad. It is
It
a
is.
natural 20.
Natural 20.
So yeah, the first one goes flying off into the trees.
Yep.
The second one hits Drew.
For 27 points of damage. How would you like to kill a head?
I'm just gonna, as I say, launch this javelin and it goes flying through the air and it just hits it in the side of the head, and you just see it like half stick out the other side.
And as it like the spear, it just hits the ground. You're down to 4 heads on this Hydra. It is looking pretty. With the amount of damage on its right hand side, all down its flank, you got bare bones sticking out with all the burns and charred remains. It's now lost. Considering what we went up to about 8 heads at one
It
point.
moves up to 8, yeah.
We're now down to 4. It's lost a lot of its defenses, so it is starting to look pretty bad.
Its armor class would have to be 8 for the way we're rolling.
Its armor
Yeah.
class is 18. Okay.
Well, at least it's better.
Yeah, Annie, it's all
Yeah,
over to
so-
you.
What was it that I needed to fire at? The
Put lotion up and rubbing him in.
is that gonna spark it? Its
I hope so.
interest?
I don't actually know what it is. I'm assuming it's flammable. I really hope it is.
We're assuming it's good flammable, so anything that will make it spark.
But we don't know that for a fact.
Have you got a torch?
Huh?
Have you got a torch?
No. I used it the last time. My torch has gone out, I'm sorry.
You might as well just shoot it then.
Okay.
I can't. None of us have got torches. We don't need it. Is that nat 20?
No.
No,
18 though?
it's an 18. Does
Still
hit.
hits.
Am I still poisoned? Wait, no. Am I still poisoned?
You are still poisoned. Yeah.
You might get in that 20. No, it would still be an 18.
It'll still be an 18, but yeah. Oh, 15. I don't
15.
hit. But at least I don't hit anybody else.
There is that.
I'll show you. The shot goes wide. It's the top of the round. Breon, followed by Hogan.
Yo. Okay. He's good and sticky, right?
He's icky and sticky.
Okay. I've got 6 more of those bottles. But I also have torches. I'm gonna.
You
set them light.
have your flint and maybe a torch.
Yeah.
You had them out in the first crate. The second crate you had this black liquid.
Okay, so I don't have the torches anymore.
Well, you had.
I had one that I just kind of chucked and I guess
You threw it. Yeah. So you'd have to go back to where the crate was.
Right. It's not gonna happen. So, unless did anyone have any way of making fire at all?
I've still got my torch. I haven't used mine yet because I was using my
Okay.
tinder block, wasn't I?
Right. So, given that information, I want to rinse and repeat my sticky tar tactic. But if no one else can set this guy alight, I'm going to make my way back to the crate. So, I refer to the team
Yes.
on this. What do we reckon? Crate or tuck and roll?
I have a way of getting fire, but it's going to take a bit of time because I don't want to get too
Boss.
It doesn't fly again.
Tactically.
Wise decision.
Yeah.
Wise decision. I did not make good choices.
I'm going to go and get a torch. No.
Don't get a torch. Okay, I'm going to make my way.
If it isn't flammable anyway, then that's better.
Oh yeah, we better find out.
Later.
That's a good point.
In case we're throwing away potions failing.
It could be moisturiser for all we know. Okay, in which
It's
case
healing
then, if I-
healing fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh jeez, what a chump. Okay, if I could make a really cool X-Men style beast leap back to the crate,
Yeah, of course you can.
great.
Do an athletics check.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. 17.
Where was it? Yeah, that's fine. It was over there somewhere.
Over there, right.
Yep.
No points to start, but I get there. Without putting too much thought into it, I'm going to hastily light one of these things.
Yep.
If I've got A into B and B.
Yep.
I'm going to lob it into the side of the creature, hoping it will spread to his chest.
Boom. Right, so you lob this torch. Again, slow motion.
Yeah.
Is this going to be it? It hits the front chest, or the side of the front chest, over here, this bit. And immediately, this black, tar-like fluid substance ignites. Unlike the powder, it's not an instant blast. It's burning. It's roaring with pain. You can still do, roll me 6d6 for severe fire damage.
Okay, blammo. 21.
Okay,
Nice.
21. Right.
Right.
How do you want to finish this?
Oh! Right. How do I finish this? If that was the torch that killed him, can I please double hand the flaming torch into the exposed ribs,
Yeah.
screaming insults that I feel like we can all contribute to the insults which I scream. Die, you multi-headed, scaly MF. Deletive. Whatever you got, throw it at me now, and that can be what Brienne ends the day with.
The fires just burn this thing, and you just see all the heads like wriggling around as they're on fire. They're burning. They've got bits of flesh popping off and dropping off. It's a bit like you know what I mean by Gremlins too, when they're all burning and melting,
Oh no.
and eyeballs exploding and popping, and all kinds of until finally it's just kind of in a heap. The last kind of breath and roar comes out of this thing as it slowly just stops breathing. It's a bit like King Kong. It's just laying there, and you got this crown of this Hydra queen sticking out, as it slowly, one by one, stops breathing. And well done.
And the rest of us can breathe.
The rest of you can breathe.
So who's paying us for this one?
Good question.
I'm sure a Hydra head will probably fetch a fair price.
I mean, the quote was for a goblin village, you know what I mean?
Do I look taller to you?
Yeah, a little bit. How do you like my new bald look?
Very nice. Very nice
you're
indeed.
completely singed all over.
Oh, yeah.
Like red sore skin.
I have no eyebrows, no hair.
Yeah, my heart bleeds.
Well done, guys. You killed a Hydra. I mean, that
Yeah.
took nearly 3 hours. Well, it took you an hour to find the Hydra.
I know.
Everyone was like,
Right.
we'll go gently, gently. Where is
In
it?
my
We don't know where it
defense,
is.
I didn't realise there'd be a rickety boat there.
The rickety boat was just a bit of fun. It's on the map, so I thought, I've got a boat. I'll stick a boat there.
Yeah. Deadly.
Yeah, definitely deadly.
I was fine with the boat.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem was.
Can I take the Queen head back with me as a souvenir? How big are we talking here?
It's big. Again, think Alien Queen. This is big.
You make it into a shield like in Alien vs.
No.
Predator.
But we could.
Monster
Can we
Hunter.
tie a rope to the boat and drag it with us?
Oh, Annie,
That's
I
a
love
really
your
good
thinking.
idea. I like it.
Love your
that's-
style.
That's the sort of out of box thinking that is all about expender badges.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, because that's one hell of a trophy, the Rudolph antlered central head. Stick that on the door. People will be knocking the door down.
I mean, and with that many
Sit above the
heads,
bar.
Yeah.
Don't the expender badges
Yeah.
own a bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hydra
Queen
head.
Hydra
I feel
head.
like that would have been bought up before,
Yeah.
unless we hawked it for beer money.
Yeah.
but we have how many other heads that we could,
Most of them
maybe
are kind of
take with
just
us?
melted and the flesh
Aw,
because you've got the one central
darn.
head, the prime head.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rest are kind of these weird mutations, and each one has like a different personality. So
I
the
want
queen
that
head,
Adler head.
yeah, the queen head on this thing. I mean, this is a proper beast. This thing is it's huge.
It's massive. Isn't it?
And you see those thorns and the teeth on there. So yeah, this thing is well nice.
It's hefty.
Well
I give it,
done.
the detail on it's great.
So yeah, you did it. Well done. You survived a Hydra. You took it down to 4 heads. You take the queen head as a souvenir. You hang it above the bar at Expender Badges HQ. And you all live to fight another day.
Nice.
But who
That's
will
the first
be?
time I've
Who will
not
be in the
used my
next
mates.
epic encounter?
Mm-hmm.
And what will it be? We'll have to find out next time.
Whoever it is, we're coming armed with torches.
Yeah.
You need to make fire.
The flaming
Bring something
arrows.
to make
Flaming arrows
Yes,
is probably better, right?
I need flaming arrows now, and
Bill would have been good for that one.
just
Dragon
a
Ball
tinder
guy,
box.
he'd have been great.
I think the next one is I think the next epic encounters box we're doing is the one with the snakes. I can't remember if we're doing that. Tankers and Towers. If you're listening, if you know which one it is, I can't remember which it is. The one with the snakes. If you've played that, let me know. If you haven't played that, would you like to play? Thank you for joining us in chat. Maybe we'll see you fighting some snakes next time. Who knows? That was
I
good.
can
I
always
enjoyed
draw
that.
more badges.
that was fabulous. I'm sorry for blowing you up, Cedric.
And shooting you in the
But
arse.
it's Cedric, isn't it?
Yes.
The last time Cedric played with us, there was a massive explosion.
Yep, there
That
was.
may have been my fault. Then he played with us again. And there
Turns
was
out that
there was
Orc
another
grog is
massive
really
explosion.
flammable.
It's not our fault, Jen. It's clearly Joe's.
Well,
He just made
victim blaming or what?
he made a character that is like a moth to a flame.
Yeah, literally.
Yep. You literally melted it. So that was,
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
That was good fun.
Absolutely
That was.
fantastic.
Good one. I like that.
Maybe don't challenge a Hydra to one-on-one combat.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I've taken away from today.
And I've learned that you can't mace your way out of every situation.
Yeah, I know. It didn't. I mean, it didn't really make a difference. By the time it got to you, it had already passed its saving throw anyway. But can you do compelled duel on a creature?
Don't know. I assume you could. I don't think it's got one creature that you can see in range. It doesn't say
Doesn't
that
say
it
have
needs
to be able to hear you or anything.
No, it doesn't say it needs to know your language, unlike command and things like that. I was thinking of doing command to tell it to drop me, but it needs to know a language that I can speak, and I didn't know whether it would understand common or not.
I like the scene anyway because you jumped up on the rock and I was like, yeah. See now it's like face down.
Yeah.
You don't want it to come up to you, so you're going to get up to elevate yourself. And I thought, okay, we're going to
Like, come on then.
fight me.
Tasted it.
Yeah, that was good. Stand and try and have a face off with a Hydra.
Yeah, I did like the thought of doing a command, and because literally one of the you can say one word, and one of the options is drop, and it's like treating it like a dog. Drop it, drop me, put me down.
Cook says, did someone try to ride the Hydra? Not only tried, succeeded.
Two people did.
But I did not succeed in getting off the Hydra.
Yeah, nor
You
me.
did get off the Hydra.
Well, yeah, I did get off the Hydra. It did not go well.
It's not stylishly.
I just love the way that Annie and Cedric both learned to fly at the same time. That was great. Right, we are going to leave it there, folks. Good game as always. Lots of laughs, which is what we like. Not taking it gamies too seriously. And stick around. What we got coming up? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Friday. It is finally Friday.
It's finally Friday. So if you're a massive fan of Critical Role, stick around because tomorrow the Critical Role TV show starts. The cartoon, the series. It's on Amazon Prime. Go check it out. And if you like it, come back to us because I'm sure we're better. We're not, but I'm sure we're better. Come along. Check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/bandofbadgers for all our kind of adventures. And then we will be back on Saturday with our Pathfinder Malevolence. If you like things like haunted houses, escape rooms, Resident Evil, come along. And you can also join in as well. So help the players with the puzzles, please. They need help. And then we're back Monday with the Great British Brush Off. We're doing some more miniature painting with WizKids. We're painting reds. We're painting slards. We're not sure what colour yet. I'm assuming red. So we're painting slards.
Don't have to be red though, do they?
Don't have to be red, no. And then what else? What else we got going on? Is it next week?
I don't think you've got any days left, Dave.
I don't have many days left at all. It's February next week.
Yes,
February.
it is.
Scarlet Citadel is back. Are you doing War Badger this Sunday, Joe?
Yes, most probably. I hope so. I hope we
That's
are,
a
yes.
maybe. If you're into Warhammer, you want to paint and play some 40k, Joe runs our War Badger stream on Sunday afternoons in the UK. Nice and calm. If you had your Sunday dinner, you're chilling with a cup of tea. It's great fun just to listen to as well. I did it when I was decorating. Very chill. It's good.
And yes, Baron, I am joining on Monday for the Slards. Is that your name?
It's WizKids. So Joe is back because we've got another thing going on. So as well as WizKids, we have another company called Cerberus. Cerberus is we actually get the creator and the artist to join us painting some minis. We're doing that for a few episodes. But yeah, I think for the next 4 episodes, it's all WizKids. So if you like WizKids minis, if you like miniature painting, do join us for that.
They look gruesome.
The Slards, yeah, and they're a nice size as well.
Yeah.
A larger mini, not the standard minis. Tankers and Tails, thank you for joining us and hanging out and having a chat with us. I did say in the chat, I don't know if you missed it, that the next epic box I think is going to be the snake one, but I can't remember what it is. If you would like to join us for that, because you've been mentioning that you've played the Hydra box before. If you haven't played the snake one, get in touch. We're on Twitter at RPG Badgers. If you'd like to come and play, get in touch. Maybe we can sort something out next time. It'll be in February sometime. We haven't kind of sorted out a date yet. Yes to Joe. He's typing to me in Zoom. Yes, we can sort that out. And now we can say goodbye. So we'll see you all soon. Cheers then. Bye.
Hurry up. Yeah.
Howdy.
Okay.